really red? Disgusting. Good luck with that. Totally not me. You guys are wild. I can't with mobile. I like to do too many things on my phone. Stop showing chat how cute you are and show them how absolutely fucking demonic you are, you freak. Just kidding, I love him so much. Did you just burp? Did you just burp? You're just like, Mommy, huh? He's like, Mommy, huh? Alright. Go lay down. Good boy. Good boy. You're such a good boy.
Oh, you're so fucking cute, I can't.
Let's be playing? Alright, fine. Got it. But I gotta let them know that I'm gay. So I gotta put the pride flag on. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Oh. I gotta put the fingies on so they know I like to get fingered. Oh, wait. Crap. You guys didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. Does anyone have any, like, ass that I could eat, like, right now? I just looked away. We're, like, sedated because we were drunk, and then now we're this guy. Ah!
What the hell?
God, not these are these Resident ah!
What was that?
Is this a scary game? I don't want to play this. Really? Alan's, I gotta look him up. Manuel Samuel. Oh, S. Oh. Did I do it? Oh, I did. Ah! Oh my god. I just went full Kermit and forgot the cheese. Like, what in the Wallace and ass Kermit is this game? Oh my god, I'm sweating. Ah!
Hey, Chuck. You see that kid?
You made me scream like a girl. Stop. Stop. Ah! Oh, it's gonna be a QTE. I feel it. Happy Monday. Can you guys believe you guys gave me 2 days in a row? Hello? Bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum ba da bum. Sorry. Who was first today? Oh, I know who it was. English was first. Sushi guy not first. English. Mwah. Sushi guy. Mwah. Also, Sushi guy has 64 forehead kisses. 3 kisses away until he can never redeem forehead kissy ever again. Haunted Crow, the first forehead kissy. Mwah. Pumpkin Patch. Mwah. Amaya. Mwah. Leon's Moans. Mwah. Salted Loki. Mwah. Bravo Penguin. Hello, princess. Mwah. What's up, Baylor? Hi, Mooncards. What's up, Ash Grumble Pie? Welcome back. Welcome in, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Happy Monday, Saucy Plague. Mwah. Thank you for the forehead kissy. What's up, Elastic? Happy Monday. How's everyone's weekend? If you guys missed it, we did stream yesterday. What did we do? Oh, we just did DBD for like 6 hours. It was actually super fun. I know. Weird. I had fun playing DBD. I know people aren't allowed to have fun playing DBD, but I found a way. Music Kid, I remember you played this before. And I remember not watching it because I knew that someday in the future I wanted to play it myself. And so I never watched anybody play this ever. I've never seen any gameplay of this game. The only thing I've seen is that Neil Newbun is in it, and that's all I know. Ah! Oh, well, Saucy, good morning. Also, Elastic, thank you for the forehead kissy. Call me Kaya, thank you for the forehead kissy. Also, Kaya, did you resub to me earlier when I was off stream? 2 hours ago? Did you do that? Thank you very much for the 14-month resub, because it came up on my activity feed. Hopefully that was, like, on purpose. Also, Mad Eye. Mwah, thank you for the forehead kiss. C3 Wayne, you can never redeem ever again. Also, treats. DVD fun illegal, right? Oh, he's in there twice? What breed is that little cutie behind me? Oh, you know what? I got you. So, Boo. So those are the ingredients that make up Boo. And these are the ingredients that make up Charles Xavier. Hello. I know. All right, Mommy's wearing shorts, so don't scratch her, okay? Oh, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And Boo, you ate half your dinner, so we'll take it. We'll take it. Doggy ingredients! I'm off to get all the pips in Valorant. Oh my god. Music Kid, enjoy your little lurky turkey, guys. Everyone go follow the homie. That one, Music Kid. Who, fun fact, my 5-year partner anniversary is April 5th. Also, I do believe is also Music Kid's birthday. So, just saying. Correlation mean causation? I'm joking. No, he won't, Mad Eye. He will move for his treats. One of mine is in a cone of shame. Oh no! I hope your puppy's okay. I know, Music Kid. I remember I canceled stream the day that I got partnered because I didn't know I got partnered because it went to my spam email. Yeah. And I was like so bummed because I was like having like a bunch of like internet issues and I was like, I'm not gonna get partnered. And then I actually did get partnered. I didn't know about it until the next day. So, whoops. I didn't get it until April 6th, or I didn't see it until April 6th, which was Aya's birthday. It's like 3/8 American Staffy. Staffies are so cute. Nikki, mwah. Thank you for the forehead kiss. Just chilling. I hope you had a good day today. She's fine. Okay, good. She's a live wire and doesn't know how to stop before hitting things and cut her leg open. Oh, poor baby. I'm glad she's okay. I'm so glad she's okay. Also, Baylor, mwah. Thank you for the forehead kiss. I hope I didn't miss anybody's messages, by the way. Neil Newbon. Also, I'm waiting for Gunner to come in, and then I'm a little nervous. I don't know if the game is gonna work. I did install it. I did load all the shaders. I opened it. I turned everything to the lowest visual video settings, and so I really hope everybody Pixel, Shadowheart pray emotes with me that the game actually is playable with my shitty ass PC. We'll see. I don't know. If I can't stream the game while I'm also live with Gunner, we'll play Dead by Daylight, and then we'll try again after the 2 hours, because we do a 2-hour Gunner segment where I'm sponsored by Gunner Optics. Well, I'm always sponsored by Gunner Optics, but we do a 2-hour live stream with Gunner on all of Gunner Optics socials. From 7 to 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Happy Daylight Savings, everybody. Yes, we are in the CDT time. No more CST time. But in about like 26 minutes, they'll show up, and then we'll try to see if the game loads. Yeesh! Also, Ewok, mwah, Marta, mwah. Thank you guys for the forehead kisses. Ewok, I hope you had a great weekend. Praying, thank you. Thank you, Patch. Oh my god, Bravo Penguin has the Bravo Penguin's dog is like the biggest head ever. Like, I've never seen a bigger head on a dog. Cool. So we'll start the Gunner segment in about 10 minutes. Oh, which means we can pick our G Fuel flavor. Guys, new flavor or Nuka Grape? What are we thinking? Should we try something new for the first time today? Hi, Panda Monster! Panda, mwah. Thank you for the forehead kissy. Really, Patch? I'm hoping so. Did you really? I haven't opened my TikTok, I haven't opened my Snapchat in like 10 years. I feel so sorry. New flavor? Nuka Grape? Ooh! Oh, Ewok, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I don't know if I've ever pinched my sciatic nerve, but I've had like sciatic pain before. Back when I was like working retail, when I was like on my feet for 24 hours a day. So, I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay. New flavor? What are we thinking? Guys, one more vote. New flavor or grape? It's working out in a way because I'm injured at the moment and cannot walk her. She's fear reacted to people she doesn't know. Ugh. That's my boy Charlie. Oh, okay. Well, that does work out. Also, Ewok, thank you for the 5 stream streak. What do you guys think? New flavor or grape? Grape? Okay, well, Ashley just tied it, so now we need one more person to break it. Let's see. What would be the new flavors? Let's see. Oh, that's empty. I guess we'll pick between these two. Okay. So it's either gonna be citrus green tea or kumquat for the new flavors, or grape for... Okay, grape. Sounds good. Does my other person out... Shut the front door. We'll do a new flavor on Wednesday and a new flavor on Friday. And then probably a new flavor on Saturday, too, because I have another one. Mark! Mwah! Thank you for the forehead kissing. Oh, thanks, Mark! Are you talking about me or the dogs? Was here, she would say new. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. We'll do grape today. I can't stop thinking about these Nuka Cola flavors. They're so good. And we had cherry yesterday. I approve. Me? Oh, sorry. Where's Sushi Guy for my fog reminder? Really? Is it in stock? Is the I haven't looked in a while. Is it back in stock? The commit or the thing? It was when I looked yesterday. Oh, slay! Theoretically, my code is still 30% off too. If anybody's looking for a cheap pill. Let me change my Guffle command while we're here. Got D. Tanuka cherry, Tanuka grape. So good. I was doing a second playthrough. Or I'm going through my second playthrough of Resident Evil Requiem. And I was drinking my grape. My Nuka grape. I was like, oh yeah, this is powering me through it. Oh yeah, that's the kumquat one. Maybe we could try that one on Wednesday. The Dan. I hope I'm saying that right. Kumquat, which has the coolest shaker ever. Do I have it here? I do. Oh wait, that's not kumquat. What flavor is that? What's Dan? Oh, it's we have. Oh, okay. Maybe we should have done a new flavor today. I didn't realize I had so many. The blue raspberry dragon fruit. Okay, we're gonna do this one on Wednesday for sure. For sure. And then here's the shaker. I've never seen the anime. I know, fake fan. I know. But it is a beautiful shaker. I can appreciate the art without having seen it, right? Also, my fat cat stepped on the box. Now it's bent, so thanks a lot. I know, Saucy! It sounds amazing. I know Rootsy was, like, drooling when she heard about it. YVC! YVC. Mwah. Preston. YVC, hope you're doing so good. Hope you had a great weekend. Happy Monday. I'm really hoping that Detroit Become Human works. I hope that there's no lag, but we'll see. My friend showed me Dan, and now I'm kind of really. How many or what how can you what platforms can you watch it on? How many shakers do you own? Yes, lots and lots. Oh my God, YBZ wearing shorts today. Wearing shorts. I probably should have worn longer shorts because it does look like I'm not wearing shorts. I'm sitting down, but that's all right. I'll just scooch in a little bit. But yeah, it's there's a flood warning in effect. All right, we'll chill on it. But it was like 70, I think a high of like 73 degrees today. I walked my dogs in this today. Well, not in the shorts because I have a creepy neighbor, but I was wearing pants and this. Walked out without a sweater today. How cool was that? Oh, there's only 2 seasons? Netflix or Crunchyroll? I might have to actually buy Netflix. I'm so sad about it. Well, it depends because I Googled a couple weeks ago, and by a couple weeks, I think last week, how much a Netflix account was. It's expensive, and you have to pay like $40 for like the highest tier of Netflix, and it's like a month. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's a lot. Are you really? Oh my God. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So before the Gunner stream starts, fit check. If you guys are curious what my favorite, most comfortable clothes are, long sleeve shirt and shorts. This is like my go-to outfit. This is my comfort outfit. Long sleeve shirt, like either a sweater or a shirt, and shorts. My most comfortable outfit. Like, this is like, I'm feeling good today, guys. I'm feeling good. I think it's the weather. I've never been diagnosed with seasonal depression disorder or whatever it's called, but with how good I feel today, with like the weather being so nice, I don't know. I'm not saying correlation means causation, but it was 69. Nice. Oh, thanks, Saucy. So I'm really hoping the stream works today, but we'll see. Typical Florida when it's chilly fit. But the thing is, like, have you guys seen my legs? They're like fucking tree trunks. These are like, that's a leg right there. And it's like, it's all muscle, so my legs just don't get cold. But my arms get cold. You look good? No, you. I don't like stuff my legs, but I like my arms. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I think personally, and this is my own personal opinion. Oh my god, you are so hot and tall and talented and handsome. Yo, Sue, thank you so much for the 17 months. You enjoy your 90, count them, your 90 emotes to add free view it and your savage. Yo, everybody go follow the homie Sue. Also, this is only my personal opinion on me, but I think I look the best. I think not only am I the most confident, but I also think that I look the best in a long sleeve shirt and shorts. That's my personal opinion. Hi, Tavior. I have never played this game. You know what, Sue? I'm not gonna lie. I won't lie to anybody today. I'm feeling pretty good today. Normally, I'd lie to you guys and say, oh, I feel okay, and like internally, I'm like, but no, I feel pretty good today. I feel pretty good. I slept for like 12 hours last night. Yes. Whoops. Really? Oh my god, Sue, I've never played it. I have lurked people who've played it, but I've never like watched because I knew that I would be playing this game sometime in the future. And this game was voted for by you guys for our next story game. I did almost play Resident Evil Requiem today. Actually, you know what? If this game doesn't work because my PC is kind of like, you know, my PC not only doesn't like big games, but it also doesn't like, I don't know, it doesn't like me. But worst case scenario, if the game doesn't work, like if it's like super laggy and it just won't work, maybe we'll do, I'll just play through my second playthrough of Requiem or something, or we'll go to DVD. Alright. Guys, everyone say hi to Gunner! We are now live with Gunner Optics. Yep. So everyone say hi, Gunner Optics. Welcome to the stream, guys. I also, speaking of Gunner, I believe we have a couple sales. I know two for sure, which is, yes, cool. Okay, I'll show you guys in a second. Hold on. Hi, Gunner. Yo, hey, Mama J. Mwah! Thank you for the forehead kiss. I only took potty breaks. Did you really? Okay, roughly how long does it take to get through Detroit Become Human? For anybody that's played it. But no spoilers, because I have never played this. A turtleneck dress? A long sleeve turtleneck dress? Oh my god, my Ada Wong cosplay dress is a long sleeve turtleneck dress, and I feel so hot in that too. Thank you for the forehead kiss. 8 to 10 hours? Oh, that's not bad at all. Oh, that's not too shabby. Not too shabby. You know what else isn't too shabby? The sales that we got with Gunner right now. There is a 20% off prescription sale right now. So if you guys are looking for prescription glasses, they are 20% off, which is 5% better than my discount code, because my discount code, Pixel2025, is, which there will be an updated code, but not yet. So it's still Pixel2025 is my code. But that's only 15% off. But if you guys are looking for prescription sale, use the prescription sale, because that's 20% off. And then we have the mystery box sale still going on. I don't think codes are combinable with that. I don't think so. But $10 for a random pair of glasses is pretty spectacular, eh? One of my favorite memes from this, it is from this game. I'll tell you when we get there. Okay, slay. Slay. Okay, so question. One's in chat if you have played Detroit Become Human before. Two's in chat if you have never played it before. Heckin' spectacular, eh? I think so, yeah, because that's within 2 years of, yes, yeah, because as long as it's been 2 years. One you have, two you have it, and one you have. Okay. Cool beans. I'm excited. I'm excited to play this. I'm excited to share this with you guys. I'm excited that so many people voted for me to play this game. This game, I put a poll on Discord, on Twitch, and on Twitter. So there are 3 places that I put a poll on for which story game should I play next. All of them had the same options. But 66% of the votes were for Detroit Become Human, and 33% of the votes were for Claire Obscure, blah, 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 Obscure 33, whatever. Which I still want to play, but we're going to do Detroit Become Human first. Also, Danny, thank you for the forehead kiss. What's up? Yup, yup. Oh, when does the sale end? Ooh, I do not know. You know, let me see. Let me see. Oh, I'm gone. That's a good question. Let me check my email, because sometimes it says in the emails, like the promotional emails, and then sometimes it don't. Like, I know the $10 mystery box sale is while supplies last. Let's see. Oh, does it say prescription? No. Huh. Jesus Christ. Boo, sit down. Scared the hell out of me. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, here we go. Till April 1st. Save Your Vision month, 20% off prescription sale. Offer valid from Tuesday, March 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to Wednesday, April 1st, 2026 at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But that's going to be daylight time. So April 1st. I don't know if they're extending it or anything, but that's what it says on my email. So that's for the 20% off prescription sale. Also, yup, yup. Did I say hello to you? Hi, yup, yup. Because I might order next week when I get paid again. Also want to make sure I order when you're live. I mean, you know, ooh. Oh my god, Jasper. See, this is why I can't wear shorts around you, because you tickle me, because he rubs his fur all over my legs. And it scares me. What was I going to say? What glasses were you looking at, Bobble Penguin? Was it the digital princesses, which are what I'm wearing right now? Because I am a digital princess. I'm joking. I'm sorry. Give them baby some treats. I will. Are dog treats okay? On April. No, Mama J, no. That's all right. There'll be more sales. Don't worry. There'll be more sales. Here you go, Boo Bear. Next one. I'll let you guys know when the sales are. Also, I do want to do my weekly apologizing of me apologizing for not responding to anybody's messages on Discord, Twitter, social media, and I have not been responding to any emails. The only email I've responded to is to Tajul and Gunner, so you should feel very special. You're the only person I've emailed back in the past week. But I literally, I am very sorry. And I laugh about it because we laugh through the pain, but I'm just really depressed. And I am sorry for everyone who has taken the time to message me, whether it's something they need or they just want to say to me or whatever, and I haven't gotten back to them. I'm sorry. I actually have not seen them. I haven't even like read people's messages because I don't even have the energy to read people's messages. So I will get back to them to the best of my ability. It's just I'm working on it. I'm so sorry, guys. Eesh. Oh, the Ericas. I have I have both those. The Ericas and the Tokidokis. Do you want me to try them on real quick? Hi, Jinx. Jinx, mwah. Thank you for the forehead kissy. Alright. So here are the Ericas. The Ericas are what I was wearing for a long, long time. The Ericas are the double hinged ones, if that matters to you. Also, they do have a dongle, if that matters to you, because those are two huge differences between the mozzarella. Because mozzarella is the signature collection, so it's dongle-less. Also, sans the double hinges. So we got double hinge. And then... Ah, that's right! So these are the Ericas. They're just stunning. What's up, Hangry? Hangry, mwah. Thank you for the forehead kissy. The mozzarella. Yeah, these are the Tokidoki mozzarella that have the white arms and then like the secret moo cow print on the inside. And these ones are the, I don't know, the classic nerdy glasses, I suppose. Thank you for taking care of yourself first since you can't pour from an empty cup. Oh. Thank you for understanding, Loki. I appreciate you. What's up, Hey Gray? I'm a dongle lover, so I might go for the Ericas. I think the Ericas are they're just a great classic glasses. They also come in the two different colors. This is the tortoiseshell ones, and I think the other ones are like a blue. They're blue arms. And then I love the Moz. Honorable mention to the Tokidoki mozzarella is that this has gone through many a dyed hair and has not bled onto the arms once. When I kept dyeing my hair red to black, it's not bled once. So I think that's a big honorable mention. Any more obvious? Yeah, I love the Ericas. They sit on my little skull glasses holder that Degna Red got for me off my Throne wish list. So thank you very much, Degna. And we have named her Eileen. She also holds my rings when I'm not streaming. Yeah, I think I like the tortoise ones too. I like the blue ones as well, but you know, the browns are good. Stuff to transition is moving along slow at the moment, but we're happy. Oh, really? The stuff to transition is moving along slow. Okay, remind me, Jinx, where are we moving? I agree, Hangry. I totally agree. Otaku! Mwah. Thank you for the forehead kissy. While a great game, I do think DBH falls a little short on its messaging. I blame David Cage. Still absolutely think you'll love it. I'm excited. I have no clue what it's about. I know that there are androids just based off of the title screen. That's all I know. I am going to request, please no spoilers. But I know I'm probably going to have someone come in and be like, oh, did you get to this part yet? And it's like, insert giant game spoiler. I'm going to be like, no, because it's my first time playing. So, we'll probably have it happen, but it is what it is. Oh, you're good, Patch. You're good. This game came out what? When did this game come out? 2019? I don't know. I think on the title screen it says, I saw something oh, here, store page. I saw something 2018, 2019. Oh, release date 2020. Okay, so it's a pretty old game. I know, 2020, old, but it is what it is. Nearly a decade ago, it's crazy! Have you gotten to the part where... you know what? I have not. Hey, Mama J. Forrest and filled out, sir. Oh, gotcha! Okay, Jinx, cool. Cool beans. Blue ones to print my current frames are tortoise, and I love them. Yeah. I'm a tortoise shell enjoyer. Yeah! Yeah! What Bravo Penguin said! Just say Snows reminded you today that you're... And no one can replace you? No, you. Oh. Alright, let's not make Pixel cry. I'm having a good day today. No crying. No. No, you, YBZ! YBZ, have you been streaming lately? You have been! Oh, man. I'm the worst. Yo, 96 Bratty. Damn! Oh, okay. So it did come out in 2018. But it moved to PC in 2020. Gotcha. Yeah, so almost a decade. 8 years! 8 years. Damn. All right. Where are you from? I'm from Chicago. Thank you. No, thank you. Oh, Jinx! Did you know that Did you know that Leon S. Kennedy is a Resident Evil character? Mods! Spoiler? Just joking. Oh my god, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, she's sped up and she's on all 4 legs. Okay, we gotta go. Alright, we're gonna open up the game. Are you really? Oh my god, wait, YBZ, hold on. You're in my calendar, right? Hold on. Ugh, why does it take so long for me to open my phone when it's charging? YBZ's birthday is Pi Day, March 14th, right? Is that right? Oh, Ewok. Guys, anytime someone rolls a natural 1 on the D20, they gotta get timed out. I'm joking. Fudge! Fun! Mwah. Eclipsed. Mwah. Thank you for the forehead kisses. Oh my god, wait, what do you have planned for your birthday, guys? If you're not already, please go follow YBZ. It is YBZ's birthday this Saturday! What do you have planned? 10-hour stream, 24-hour stream, 1,048,000-hour stream. Also, Reaper, I was gonna message you today, but I didn't because I forgot. Whoops. But Reaper, mwah! Thank you for the forehead kissy. Oh, Eclipse too! Oh my god, how funny would it be to have to just time, like, how funny would it be to have an automatic timeout if someone rolls a D or a natural 1 on a D20? That would, oh, it'd be funny if it was the D100, maybe. Are you getting the cinnamon treatment, Eclipsed? Yo, Supernova! Thank you for the forehead kiss. Yo, Leon's moans. Gonna roll above a 10. I've been playing Fallout Shelter on like passively, like offline, off stream, and I swear to God, every time I try to rush a room, I fail. And I was like, 70%. What's up, Willie? Wait, Willie, is it your birthday today? Hold on. I have my Discord up. Hold on. No, I don't want to look at my badges. It is! Guys, hold on. I didn't say it in the Discord. Hold on. Yo, what's up? Mostly Screams? Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Hold on. An ad is playing right now. Raiders, I'm so sorry, L streamer. I'm the worst. Ah! Oh my god. Oh, L streamer again. I'm the worst. Oh my god. Everybody go follow Mostly Screams. I'm the worst. Oh, how is your Counter-Strike? Holy. I've never played Counter-Strike before. I'm not good at games. I feel like people who are good at video games play games like Counter-Strike, and I can't relate. Oh my god, everyone say happy birthday. No, I didn't! I literally said I'm the worst streamer. God damn it. Happy birthday, Willie. Wait, I gotta say it in the Discord or else it's not official. Jasper, that's my butt. Jasper's touching my butt. There we go. Now it's in the Discord. So now it's official. Everyone say happy birthday, Willie! Well, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Mostly Screams. Thank you guys so much for the raid. Welcome in. How was your Counter-Strike? How you doing, Pix? I'm doing all right, Henbane. How are you doing? What's up, Grizzly Red Panda? Grizzly, welcome in. Happy Monday, everybody. We're actually just about to load up Detroit Become Human, and we're about to watch my PC freak out about it because my PC loves streaming games. Willie, how's your birthday been today? Oh, is it... How do I say her name? Is it Ruhike or Rushike? Rushike, you are so good. You can come over to my Twitch if you want, though. Because I think you're on the Gunner YouTube right now. Really, Eclipse? I've never played it before. Counter-Strike was Counter-Strike. I won some and lost some. Hey, Mostly Screams, good. I'm glad you had a good stream. Guys, everyone go follow Mostly Screams. Mostly Screams, welcome in. If you guys are new here, hello. My name is PixelxKitten. I play a variety of games. Honorable mentions to Dead by Daylight, Outlast Trials. That's really what I've been playing a lot recently. But we are about to play Detroit Become Human for the first time. Do I have any mods that are able to get a Discord invite for Hey Mama J? If not, I could get that in a minute. But I also have 3 cats and 2 dogs. This is 33% of my cat population. There's 50% of my dog population right there. Thank you, Bravo Penguin. And guys, everyone say happy birthday to Willie. Also, mostly screams. If you need to go raid and run, go get your post-stream self-care, get your post-stream stretchies, bathroom breaks, nammies, and babies, go eat, go pee, go poo, go stretch, or drink. Do you guys want to see a raid trailer? No more Ladies' Day? Joke's on you, it's Ladies' Month. We'll play a raid trailer and then we'll go... We'll play a raid trailer and then we'll start the game. I know. I've been putting it off. You want to see raid trailer number 5? Oh, that was like my least favorite.
Hi,
Okay.
I'm PixelxKitten. I'm a full-time Dead by Daylight and variety streamer. I play a lot of video games poorly, and I stream it on the internet. It's me every other time, but this match, I'm definitely MVP. My pronouns are she and they, and I am both pansexual and asexual.
Oh my god. I'm gonna step into a trap. Oh! Wait, actually, I'm gonna watch I save this. Watch. Watch.
I also describe myself as a AAA threat because I have anxiety, ADHD, and autism.
Mad grid value!
I like Pokemon, Lord of the Rings, and rocks. I have 3 cats and 2 dogs, and I never get scared by video games ever.
Oh, I hear breathing. Ah!
I love you guys.
I just scratched my dog.
At least those kind of crabs, they have a little comb.
What did he say? What did she say? So, fun fact, that's the trailer that I made when Dead by Daylight invited me to play in their Into the Rainbow event. What was it, in 2022? I don't know, like 20 years ago. I don't know. But that's the one where that one person typed in the Dead by Daylight channel and they're like, "Ma, pick a struggle." So that's the one, in case you guys are curious. But thank you guys so much for the raid. We're gonna play. We're gonna do it. I'm opening it right now. If the stream starts freaking out, we'll find something else to do. We have 2 other options. If the stream freaks out because it doesn't like that I'm streaming with the Gunner socials and on my stream, we'll either do Resident Evil Requiem or we'll do DVD. So, give treats. Oh, I'll get that in a second. Uno momento. Oh, also, cat treats or dog? What is au preference? Oh, stream hasn't shut off yet?
It's good to have you back.
Haven't seen me for a while. I just got here. Eclipse, it is a good one. Another raid? Holy shiitake mushrooms, Batman! Oh, beer back getting a drag. Ooh, okay. The Pandalons. Oh, puppies? All right. Got the puppies. Charlie! Charlie! What's up, Reaper is here. Hi, Quinny! Oh my god, welcome, Ian Raiders! Yo, Quinny, how was your stream? Pick number 4? Okay, we can do number 4. Killer Frequency. I feel like I've heard of that, but I don't know what that is. How was your stream? Oh my god. Mommy's wearing shorts. Can you be nice? Oh my god. A little less vigor next time. How was your stream, guys? Everyone go follow Quinny. Welcome in. My name is PixelxKitten.
Your personality. I mean, I like it.
Why is she talking to me? Anywho, that was weird. Yeah, 4 is my favorite. It's the one that we did the most work on. Also, thank you so much for the follows. I do have anonymous follows on, but I see you, and I appreciate you. Welcome in. We are about to play Detroit Become Human for the very first time. I've never played this game before. I've never seen anything about it. So, no spoilers. It's an extremely difficult game about choices and one false move over killer frequency, and you'll kill everyone in the town of 500 people, only 35 people listening to... Oh. Oh my. Oh. Is it multiplayer? Yeah, Eclipse was scary.
Oh, please. Oh, my God. Quinny, please get your post-stream self-care. Get your post-stream stretchies, bathroom breaks, namis, and bevies. Go eco, pico, pugo, stretch, or drink. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, my God. Back-to-back raids from Mostly Screams and from Quinny. Thank you so much. Also, Remy, welcome in. Great game. Oh, you know what? Let's do a poll because we got some more people in here. I just want to see. I'm just curious. Have you played Detroit Become Human before? Yes. Oh. Yes. No. No. But have seen gameplay. She's talking to me again. Sunny, mwah. Also Punk Ash, mwah. Thank you for the 4 kisses. Welcome back, my good. You've not played Detroit Become Human, but I do have it. It's in your library. Detroit is a good game, but you have to live with the concept. Oh, really? So it's they will remember this kind of game. Interesting. Okay. Very much so. Okay, cool. So, yes, no, but have seen gameplay. So I haven't seen any gameplay of this. Only thing I know is that Neil Newbon's in it. That's all I know. Ooh, tamales. Oh, cool. All right, let me do a raid trailer really quickly, and then I promise, and then we'll start.
Don't look at my goddamn shade.
Merry Crisis. Merry Crisis.
It went everywhere. Why is the music like this?
I can't stop looking at my cleavage. I'm sorry.
Pixel! Pixel! It squirts in your mouth, not in your hands.
By the way, it's Pixel. It's not really Bob Ross. It's me. It's Pixel.
My mouth tastes like barf and stink bug. Who wants a lick?
I missed Ism all the time. Thank you so much for the rates, truly. Some classes are very bad. Oh, really? I'm a crier, so. Oh, man. You watched 2 of the actors, in the gameplay this? Oh my god, that's actually really cool. Oh, the 4 is the best because of the shoey. We're also doing a sponsor stream with Gunner Optics right now, so we are live on all of the Gunner socials, their YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, etc. So everyone say hi, Gunner Optics. They are my very special blue light blocking, eye fatigue, dry eye glasses. And there are 2 sales going on right now. You can get a mystery box, get a cheap pair of glasses for like $10. And then there is a prescription sale going on right now, where you guys can get 20% off any of their prescription stuff. So that's pretty cool. Pretty heckin' cool. But Jacksepticeye, oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we're about to play for the first time. I have never played this. Only thing I did was I opened the game so I could Hey, stop. So I could update the shaders and make all my options.
Accessing the options section.
Low. Also, I don't know if I need to play controller
Your parameters
or...
have been saved.
I don't know if I need to do controller or PC. I'm going to start off with PC, but we'll see. All right, have you played Detroit Become Human? 5 yes, 3 no, 2 no, but have seen gameplay. Okay, so 4 of us are going in completely blind. Your previous checkpoints were replaced. I have never played the game, so I think that's okay. Controller's easier? Oh, okay. Oh, I've never even seen the trailer. They really do? Okay. Gotcha. Alright. Can you guys hear the game okay? Too loud? Too quiet? Hi, Dragon.
Negotiator on site. Repeat. Negotiator on site.
Oh, is it? Oh, this is me. Oh. Hold on. It's not inverted. Hold on. Invert y-axis. X, Y. Okay. Yes. Okay. Sorry. 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 No, that's not inverted! You didn't do anything! Wait, hold on. Yes. Do I need to restart the game? I do play inverted. Reaper is here. Mwah. Dragon set of blaze. Mwah. Thank you for the forehead kissy. What's up, Miss V? Oh my god, I did want to go live on YouTube today, but I thought it'd be too much with me going live on my Twitch, my YouTube, and on Gunner Socials, so... But thank you so much, Miss V. You're so sweet. I hope you have a very good sleeping. Also, Reaper, enjoy your lurky turkey. Do I need to restart the game? Because this is not inverted. I can't play inverted. I can't. Hold on. I'm gonna restart it to see if I need to restart the game in order to get my inverted controls. Sorry. Oh, did I invert X? Shut up. No, I didn't. Am I that stupid, Fawn? You're joking. I'm not that stupid. That's crazy. I even did X and Y like 5 times. All right, everyone shut up. Hi, Mira. Mira, mwah, thank you for the forehead kiss. Oh my god. I just wanted to see this cutscene again. I thought it was really cool. Also, everyone say hi, TikTok. That is making a TikTok. I'm making that a TikTok. Oh, Pixels! Mwah, thank you for the forehead kissy. On God, I am not a clip farmer. I'm just that stupid. Mira's always sees me at my worst, which is how I know that she loves me, because she's seen me at my worst and still loves me, you know? Oh, guys, it's inverted now. Alright. Oh, God. Oh, these controls are whack. Interact using the right stick. Take. Oh! Oh, weird. Oh, fun! You're fun! It's because you're like, oh, she can't possibly be that stupid. And it's true, I am! Alright. John Phillips, born October 11th, 1999. Caroline Phillips, born May 23rd, 2001. Emma Phillips, born... What, this is the future? What? Androids in the future? Yo, 2028? Gotcha. Alright. Put back. Alright. Every time I walk in, whether it's Steam or mod chat, there's some sort of chaos going on. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, put the fishy back! Put him back in his cage! Save him! Oh my god! TikTok! Oh. Fish belong in cage. Also, if I've missed anyone's messages, I'm sorry. I was busy fighting with myself. Ah!
Please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. We need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person? Joel, that thing here! Get that thing away from my daughter!
Oh. Finds Captain Ellen. Is this my main character? What's up, Kyle? Everyone say hi, Kyle.
I don't give a shit. My men are ready to step in. Just give the order.
What's up, Haku? Oh, I guess I can't go in there. All right. Can you guys hear the game okay? He looks so unbothered. He don't have feelings, right? Oh. Excuse the actual French toast out of me. Haku, mwah, thank you for the forehead kissy. Kyle, mwah, thank you for the forehead kissy. Also, thank you for the clip, Eclipsed.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
It's firing and everything.
Music is very dramatic right now.
I'd already shot down 2 of my men. We could easily get it, but they're on the edge of the balcony. If it falls, she falls.
What? Wait! Wait, hold on. I don't do well with timed decisions. Hold on. And I also don't do well with listening. Oh, do I have to listen? I have no clue what he just said. What did he say? Something about 2 people got shot or something? I don't know. Oh, God. Cutter's the only android who has written, whether in purpose or not, to be super autistic coded. Always a slight concern for me when androids are present, but it is just, really? No, not QTEs. You do have to listen. Oh, man. All right. Well, at least thank God I can pause and still see the options. So I love cheat codes. Yay. Oh, I'm so bad at QTEs, chat. All right, hold on. Deviant name, deviant behavior, emotional shock, deactivation code. I don't know what any of these options mean. I don't know. Why?
Do you know its name?
I haven't got a clue. Does it matter?
I don't
I need
know.
information to determine the best approach. Do you know if it's been behaving strangely before this?
Listen, saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
Oh, is it like a rogue android? Oh, no! Probability of success! Oh, I messed up! Understand what happened. Save hostage at all cost. Oh, God. I'm stressed. Oh, I'm stressed. Oh, it's low? Okay. I'll turn it up. All right, I turned it up just like a smidge, which is a scientific term for just a little bit. So let me know if that's better, worse, or about the same. It is a little low. Okay, I did it a smidge. Let me know if I need to turn it up. I'm very stressed. I'm sweating. Is it just me or the hyperhidrosis? I don't know. All right, well, I guess we'll resume. Yeah, I don't want to understand the situation. Wait, am I being timed right now? Good! Use the right stick to move the cursor. Clues to analyze. Anal. Oh. Oh. Yes. Yes. Yes, I see. I just spit everywhere. That's right, you guys liked it. Understand what happened. Search hostage's room, which is over here. Right? Because it's a little kid? Is this my room? Is this the room that we're looking for? Oh God, I don't know. I don't know.
This is Daniel, the coolest android in the world. Say hi, Daniel. Hello. You're my bestie. We'll always be together.
Oh, how's the audio? Is the audio better? Ooh, you've unlocked dialogue or action often beneficial. Oh, yeah, sure. Is this copyright free? Child didn't hear gunshots. Ah, yes, I also deducted that. Oh, thank you. Really, Eclipse? Oh, I'm excited, guys. Oh, what happened here?
All units hold positions. Negotiate.
Oh! Yo, I don't think that guy's alive. All right, hold on. Upper lung hemorrhage. The phenothorax or whatever it's called. Wait. Oh. Yes. Okay, well, we already saw that. He's just sleeping. Lower lung hemorrhage. Hemorrhoids. What did I just say? Oh, no. I hope he's okay, guys. Oh, this is where he just says he's sleeping, right? Oh! Oh, he does me bad. Oh, okay, and then, oh. Father was holding something. Yes, Father. Oh, wow. What were you holding? It looked like a plate. Sorry, I'm walking all over like the evidence. Wait, do I need to click on this again? Oh. Oh. No. We already analyzed that. Alright, move on. Pneumothorax. Yeah, that's what I said. Pneumothorax. Oh, left bumper. Look around using the right stick. I'm glad I looked at that. Thank you. What? Also, damn Yor! Thank you for the 5 stream streak. What the hecky? I can't move past this impenetrable oh, there we go. Okay. Do we not care about what he was holding, or? I care about what he was holding. What's in your refrigerator?
Police officer, if confirmed, this would be the first case of an android deliberately taking human lives. By all signs, the SWAT team are preparing for an assault, and it's been just over an hour
And
since
what?
Connor was taken
Hi,
hostage in
Slim!
a top floor building here in downtown Detroit. Details are still emerging on
Detroit?
what exactly happened, but the hostage taker could be the family's android. He may have taken the lives of at least one family member and a police officer.
No probability. Oh, yeah, turn that off, man. I don't know why no one else turned that off. Alright, well, I only have like 53% chance of success. Is there any way I could like bump those numbers up? Or, oh, who's this? DPD Ossifer was first respawn. Okay. Sorry, Ossifer. Right heart ventricle. Oh, sorry about your heart. He's sleeping. Oh no! Oh, sorry. Oh wait, hold on. I didn't read that. Oh, so there was shots fired. Don't I need to like hold Y here or something? No? Oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah, it's not letting me hold Y. Hold on. Use the right stick. Oh, to move the camera. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Sorry, I don't know how to read. Cop shot the deviant. Well, not very well, apparently. Oh, wait. Oh, whoa, whoa! Watch out! Oh my god. Hostage witnessed the shooting. Oh, that poor child. So that's cool. Okay, so I could see other stuff. Oh my god. The gun! Cool. This is dope. You were never get this 100%? Oh my god, I'm at 58%. Oh. Wait, go back to reach. Wait, hold on. Oh, hopefully he doesn't have fingerprints. Trigger discipline, good boy. Take or put back! Well, you've already messed with evidence, so take it, right? Yeah, take it. Oh! Okay. Ah! Am I on a time limit? What's happening? Is this Just Dance? Oh, God. Oh, what am I looking at? Okay, don't worry about the gunshots, I guess. Wait, can I look at that again? Hold on. Oh, look at the blue blood bladder.
What are we waiting for? We should take down this asshole.
Blue blood bladder. Fresh blue blood. Android wounded. Is over. I got a question. Okay. 67%. Ready to assault. Look. Yo. That's not good. Why do you want me to look at this? Wait, I don't get it. Do I need to, like, push it over? Is this just tutorial teaching things? I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time. The shoe! The shoe! The shoe! Don't step over it! Look at it! Connor! Look at— his name is Connor, right? Alright, brother in Christ. How do I look at that shoe? What? I look down, right? There we go. Nailed it.
Picky the damn thing.
Human blood traces. Could be wounded or stepped in father's blood. Ooh, only 1%. Guys, I think we should move in. I think we're moving in. Ah! Watch out!
Don't come any closer or I'll jump.
No, please, I'm begging you.
I've had a dance party. I've never played this before. Hi, eat it! Eat it. Mwah. Thank you for the 4 I can see. Oh, thank you for the bits. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry!
Hi, Daniel. My name is Connor.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this. I know you're angry, Daniel. But you need to trust me and let me help you.
I don't want your help. If nobody can help me, all I want is for all this to stop. I just want all this to stop. Are you armed?
No, I don't have a gun.
You're lying. I know you have a gun.
I'm telling you the truth, Daniel. I came here unarmed.
Don't turn around.
I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong.
She lied to me. I thought she loved me, but I was wrong. She's just like all the other humans.
Daniel, no.
Listen, I know it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling are just errors in your software.
No, it's not my fault. I never wanted this. I loved them, you know? But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around.
Why are you looking down here? Do I need this?
Are you okay, Emma?
Please help me. I don't want to die. I don't want to
Oh, he's alive!
Nobody's going to die. Stay calm. Everything's going to be fine.
Yo, this game's crazy.
He's losing blood. If we don't get him to a hospital, he's going to die.
All humans die eventually. What does it matter if this one dies now?
I'm going to apply a tourniquet.
Don't let him see your gun in your jacket.
Don't touch him! Touch him and I kill you!
Okay.
I can't stand that noise anymore!
I get it. Me neither.
Tell that helicopter to get out of here!
The situation is under control.
There. I did what you wanted. Listen, there are snipers on every roof. Let the hostage go. You have no other choice.
Ah!
I want everyone to leave! And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
child! Okay. That's right. We don't have feelings. I don't know, was that bad or was that good? Well, yeah, we killed him! He was gonna kill her! Guys, did Pixel do a bad? Ted, mwah, Panda Pants, mwah. Think of the forehead kissy? Was I? Damn, Daniel, R.I.P. Oh, really? Oh, I thought it was like 80% of like success. Well, this is the scenes flowchart. Here you can review the paths you've taken, the paths yet to be explored, and what possibilities you've unlocked. Each node earns you points that you can spend in the extras. Due to the nature of the game, some nodes and endings will not be counted toward the completion of the flowchart. So, anyway, I started blasting. Connor shot Daniel. Yes. Yes, I did. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I've done all I can do. Wait, did that say 2038? Memory reset. What, did I just get Men in Blacked? Beep. Great success. I did save the fish.
Top of the range household assistant. It cooks
What are you looking at, child?
Come on, Zoe, let's go.
200 languages and dialects, and handles the kids' homework from elementary school up to university level.
Am I being sold?
Looks amazing. This is exactly.
Don't look at me.
Entire range at $7,999 with a 48 months interest-free credit. And it comes with absolutely all the work around the house. Painting, plumbing, gardening, repairs. At night, it switches to surveillance mode. Contacts emergency services if there's break-ins or if it detects smoke. Excuse me, how much is that? The NPA is slightly more expensive, but it has many other functions. Thank you. Come along. And we're good.
Can I go pick it up?
Yeah, right back here.
Oh, not you. You look so shady up there.
Getting it back in working order.
Okay.
It was really messed up. What'd you say happened to it again? The car hit it. Stupid accident.
Ah,
See?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it's as good as new now,
Bro.
except that we had to reset it. Meaning we had to wipe its memory. I hope you don't mind.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
AX400. Register your name.
Kara.
My name is Kara.
Okay. So did Pixel do bad or did Pixel do okay? Nah, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I'm scared. Guys. This is gonna be Pixel just spends 2 streams embarrassing herself in front of everybody with all my stupid decisions. This game makes me so sad. I've been told apparently I'm gonna cry during this. I'm a crier. I did save the fish though. Happy Honda days. Shut up. I appreciate that. I do want I'm hoping for no spoilers. However, realistically, this game has been out for 8 years, so I understand that someone's gonna come in and spoil it for me. Whether it's on purpose or an accident, I'm aware it's gonna happen. But I know nothing about this game. Really, Sue? Oh, do you play as like other androids? Oh, okay. 0% APR. This game is a game. Can you shut up? I'm joking. You play as 3 androids. I lost my job. Me too! I'm joking. Ugly cry. Oh no, Brutal. Oh no. It's baby. It's just a baby. Really, Sue? Oh my god. That's how it was for me, because I'm watching people play through Resident Evil Requiem now. No spoilers for Requiem, because that one just came out like 3 days ago. But I love watching people play Requiem now, because I'm just like, everybody is playing the game so different. It's like Baldur's Gate 3 all over again. Really fun, no way! Oh, really, Remy? That's good to know. Okay, well, general trigger warning. It's the hot guy from Grey's Anatomy! Right? Grey's Anatomy hot guy? What's his name? Rootsy! I know you're not here, but what's his name? Jackson Avery! Jackson! Let's go! Go to Bellini. No. I don't want to. I want to go back from where I came. Look at me! I'm Jackson Avery! I own a hospital! Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, that's right. Yo, I own a hospital. Oh. Oh, okay. Trauma abuse and violence. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Remy. Yo, he's like so fast. Wait, can I like control my speed? Kinda. Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay. A little camera action. You're gonna tell me I can't go this way, aren't you? Ah, poo. Okay. Oh, shut that child up, lady.
Hey, water.
You have run 12 miles and are 5 miles away from your goal.
Damn, dude. Oh, so you're just a dick to everybody and anybody. Got it, okay. Sounds like a classic Android owner. Use our right trigger to use Gippus. Wait. I have unlockable objectives. So let's do other stuff. Ooh, what's wrong here? Can I help you, Ossifer? Oh my god, this game won't let me do anything! Gore? Okay. What are all the warnings? Just for chat. I would love to help you out. I'm broke.
This is supposed to be in base 7.
Oh, can I go in here? Why does this look like the Abstergo logo? I'm getting very strong Assassin's Creed vibes. I'm getting Abstergo vibes here.
Let us ambush the innocent without cause.
Man, androids. Hello.
God will not let this happen. No, he will not allow his creation to be led astray by these artificial demons. Why do you look at me so, demon? I know who you are. I can see through you. You are the one by whom the evil will come. You are the one who will destroy Detroit. My brethren, we have to turn our backs on sin.
Alright, turning my back on sin. Good. Alright, paint is that way. Let's go this way. I'm testing my level of exploration needed. Hello! What's up, sweetie? Sweetie. Mwah. Oh, man. Thank you for the forehead kiss. See, I'm just
trying to eat.
Girl, I'm trying too. Alright. I guess we'll do this stupid objective. So Googling this trigger warning list kind of crazy. I didn't know. Oh, really? Oi, Shamoy. You're like, what do you mean it's gonna happen? Oh, I don't want to go to the paints. Oh, you're gonna make me. All right. This is a pretty. That's a pretty store. Oh my god. What's that one game where like you think of a color, like you think of like Shrek Schlong, and you put it on a green, and the other people are supposed to guess like what green you picked. I want. That's what that game. This is what it looks like. Slim. Mwah. Thank you for the forehead kiss. Oh, whoa, whoa!
Identification verified.
What in the bicentennial man was that?
Here is your order number 847. That will be $63.99. Please confirm payment.
Payment confirmed.
Transaction complete.
Shrek Schlong? Yeah. Oh, those are my other objectives. All right, here I was thinking. I'm just fighting like secret objectives. I already know how to do that video game. But I want to go this way. Oh, you're not gonna let me. I'm still gonna go this way. I wanna see what happens over here. Oh god, whatever. This game is butts. Oh man, can I run? Oh, sorry. Run! Can I run it? Can I walk into you? No, I really wanna walk into you. Man. Oh, can I like... Oh, I can go this way now. Okay, cool. So I want to see what these people are protesting over here. 3 guesses what they're protesting, by the way. Oh my god, that was quumpy. My friends questioned me. I feel like a lot of you guys are questioning me on my my choice of shooting that guy.
Tin can? Hey guys, check it out. We got one of those tin cans here.
Look at this little motherfucker. You steal our jobs, but you can't even stand up.
Why are we blaming the androids and not the people making the androids? Oh, okay. Jackson Avery, get up! Oh, I only have the option to get up. Okay.
You ain't going anywhere. We're gonna fuck your bitch ass up.
Yeah, waste it.
Do it.
All right. It's enough. Leave it alone.
Let us teach this bastard a lesson.
You damage it, I'm gonna have to find you.
Yeah.
We can take your job next. We'll see how you like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. Come on.
You could. I would not be hostile in that situation. I have seen. What's that one movie with Will Smith? I've seen that movie. You're not allowed to be. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? You guys see this? Something. There's something over here. What is this? What is that? What is that? Alright, keep looking. What is that? You guys see that? Oh, LB. What is this? Not you. Yeah, you. Yeah, okay. There's some. What is it? What is it, girl? What is it? Oh, is it just that? That's the only thing that... That's the only thing I can interact with. Wait, do I need to go in? iRobot! Yeah, that's the one! Yo. I've seen iRobot. I know that you're not allowed to be violent as an android. Also, has the game been laggy at all? Hopefully not. Android compartment. That's funny. Entree, please. No? Wow. Holy tall android. Have you seen Blade Runner? No. I have seen Blade. But I think that's a completely different movie. Jackson Avery, you're so pretty. I am playing on low settings, by the way, so I'm sorry that the game looks like ass. Watch Blade Runner. What is that movie about? Wait, did I miss things? Wait. Let me look. Oh. No, okay, I didn't miss anything. Okay. Yippee! It's an action movie? Oh, it does. Oh. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Max! Mwah. Think of the forehead kiss. On this one right now, Sue? What am I? Kara? Okay, I thought you weren't gonna move for a second. Wait, what if I just stood away? Hold on. Let me go back. What if I just stayed in the car? That'd have been so funny. Yo, don't walk in the grass, Kara. Rude as hell. I'm controlling her. I understand. Thank you for Sue. Okay, all right, Patch. Thank you. Thank you guys for waiting. I appreciate that.
So the place is a mess. You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of.
What's the kid's name?
Where the fuck's the brat gone now? Alice! Alice!
Whoa.
Oh, there you are. That's Alice. You look after her. Homework, bath, all that crap. Got it?
Yes, Todd.
Get started down here, then you do upstairs.
Okay. Won't even open the car door. I would have laughed so hard. I kind of want to go back and see what happens if I don't open the car and he just calls me stupid. Whoa, a Melodol! A Melodol, thank you for the 5 months! Enjoy your 90! YouTube! Your 90 emotes, your ad-free view it, and your sub badge! Thank you so much, Melodol. You're so hot and tall and talented and handsome. Only thing I know about Blade Runner is the one interview with Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford where the interviewer brought glasses from the OG movie and asked them if she liked the original, and she goes, never seen it, and it's the most. Oh, really? Oh. Whoopsies. Oh, you know what? I actually just realized, because I can't click out of my game, let me open up Twitch on my phone so I could read chat that way. If I need to. Okay. There we go. Can I just, like, close my stream and just look at chat? Ah, jeez. Alright, we'll just do that. Leave it right there. Okay. Wow, sports. Wait, where's the trash? Where's the trash? Wait, Kara, wait, where's the trash? Wait. What? Oh, okay. Oh, this is nice. Okay. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Oh, go. Child, do not interrupt me. I'm working. Holy pizza, Batman.
Yeah.
Missing component.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Order, processing. Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can get that.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll bring it tomorrow.
Man, I wish doing the dishes was this easy. Yo, Kara, when you're done,
Same place,
you want to help us sister out? I hate doing the dishes! Guys, what's your least favorite chore to do at home? Mine is doing the dishes. Doing the dishes sucks ass. I hate the dishes! A former replicant android hunter who's forced to track down some rogue replicants. What do you want, child? All the above. Laundry. See, I don't mind laundry. Y'all are... I'll do everyone's laundry if you guys do my dishes. Deal? Which really just consists of my shakers. Oh, 4 years?
Kara,
Yes, Todd?
bring me a cold beer.
Yes, sir.
Right away.
Wait, can I get the trash can first? I think it'd be funnier. Alright, can I get the trash, please? You're bothering me. Yeah, trash. Thank you. Oh, it's putting away the clothes. Yeah, real. Yeah. Is this trash? No. Sorry, I was not talking about the kid. Sorry. Not the Resident Evil 1 camera angles. Oh my god. I'd rather hire cleaners. Oh my god. Perfect world. Clean counter. I really don't want to, like, get in front of him. That plushie is so cute, child. Oh, here's the counter. Can I not? Maybe I have to walk around to do it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand putting it away. A litter box! Okay, yeah. It burns your nose. Yeah, that'll do it. Clean kitchen. Do these, right? Yeah, okay. No dishwasher. See, I have a dishwasher, and it's, like, relatively new, because I bought it in 2022. But it just, I don't know. It never really, like, worked. And so I use my dishwasher as a, I use my dishwasher as a dish dryer. Like, when I finish washing my dishes, like, in the sink, I just put them in my dishwasher to dry. So that's the only reason I use my dishwasher. Or the only thing I use it for. Nothing else to do here. Alright. She doesn't really walk with a sense of urgency, does she?
Fuck, man.
Do we have to? I don't want to report to Todd. Oh. Damn. Alright. I just don't think he cares on whether we're done or not. Finish first floor.
I've made a good start down here. I'll head upstairs.
Do what you have to do, but stop bothering me.
Exactly! Like, I don't understand. Oh, we're doing drugs! Oh my god! Shout out to the child being, like, right there, by the way. Oh my god. Can I go in here? What's going on in here, Todd? Anything I can investigate in here? Okay. No. No, K-pop, we finished it. We finished Requiem. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, I hope he doesn't die. Girl, I'm trying. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, sushi guy, that's right! In front of my salad? The child is a salad. Make bed, clean mess, urgent task. Tidy else's room. Ventilate room, yeah. Ventilate room might be the thing. Read? Do we care? You can reread Discover articles. Do I have to? Do I have to read this? I don't want to read this. I'm putting that down. I just wanted to see, like, what would happen if I read that. Yeah, sushi guy! Bravo Penguin, I thought that too. Real PO, yeah. Make. Oh, not the cigarettes right by the, oh my god. Oh, Todd, are you my ex? That's crazy. Why is this child following me? Yo, Todd seems like a really cool guy, guys. Oh, no, 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 no. No, I'm not turning that on. I am not turning that on. No, no, no. Ventilate, yeah, please. Pixel, that is the saddest thing you've ever said. Oh, how my ex would... He didn't smoke in bed, but I had 2 requests with my ex, right? And, okay, hold on. just in case I'm like timed on this. So I had 2 requests with my ex because he was a smoker, and shocker, this is the abusive one. And I had 2 requests. It was like, one, can you please like wash your hands / like change your clothes before coming to bed, because he would smoke and he would never change his clothes before going to bed, so that like me and my bed and everything like that would smell like cigarettes, right? And then my other request was to wash your hands after you smoked. Like just wash, like ideally in a perfect world I'd have him brush his teeth too, but that'd be like I was asking way too much. So I had two requests. Like, can you please just wash your hands after you finish smoking, and can you just change your clothes before getting to bed, before or after like after the day, right? And guess how many of those 2 things that I asked him he did? For all of you who answered bagel, you're correct. And then he like slapped me around. Oh my god, sorry. I laughed at the pain. Yeah. That's why I said like I'll never date a smoker again, but also I'll never date an abuser again. Not that I knew he was an abuser. Obviously I was like trapped at the time. But shout out to this year being 5 years being free.
Watch it.
You want me to clean that too? I might have to. Hold on, there we go. I might have to clean that. But this year will be 5 years of being abuser free. So, yep. That's exciting. Clean bathroom. Wait, is this another bathroom? Ew. Don't look at yourself, weirdo. Okay, hold on. Tidy. There we go. Yay for being free! I know! Very exciting. I ain't gonna hold you, Kara. This is very unrealistic for how easy it is to clean a house. Is this mop come pre-moistened or something? Or, okay, you're not doing a great job. Okay, Kara, I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, there was okay. I'm sure that, Kara. Knocking helps. Yo, knocking's
I
great.
just want to tidy up your room a little. I only need 2 minutes. Is that okay, Alice?
Right, Eclipse? This is like the most unrealistic part of this game so far, besides the fact that there's like androids around, is the fact that it's like they're showing that this is how easy it is, or how quick and easy it is to tidy this house. Ah, yes. Writing on walls. That's always nice.
Seems you like reading.
Don't talk to the child. Why are we taking that? Don't take. I don't want to open it. No, not in front of the child. Wait until they're not looking.
Alice in Wonderland.
Isn't her name Alice?
Of course.
Oh, okay. There you go. Maybe there's a new software update. Maybe there should be. Maybe it's why she got hit by a car. Okay, that plushie is so cute. It's so cute. All right, let's open this window. Oh, she's got like a little date. Oh my god. I've always wanted like a little jut-out window like that where you could like sit down and stuff. Oh my god, how nice. A dialogue. Oh, can I talk to the child now? Oh, I can talk to the child. Do I have to? Neil. Yeah, I figured that out. Friendly.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe
You know what? I've said that to people before too, Kara.
You should tell me about yourself. What you like to do, where you like to go, your favorite foods. That would really help me. Your father said you chose my name. Kara. It's nice. How did you choose it?
Oh, that's like up or down. Okay.
You're very quiet. I hope I don't scare you.
I'm definitely not bringing up mother. Did she just put a key? Did she put the key in my hand for the box? Yeah, sure. Wow. Is that a weed? I'm calling the police. Her voice is so soothing. I agree. Man, they make me do QTEs for everything. Where is that music coming from? It is a hollow box. Oh, that's background music. Oh, my bad. I thought that was a music box. Uh-oh. After my accident. Oh, no. Just kidding. Oh, now it's me. Okay. My arm! My leg! Really? What's up, life? Wait, was I supposed to be sad? The music was super nice. Ask Todd for new instructions. Do I have to? Have we met Hank yet? No, I have no clue who Hank is. I've met Todd, and he's a lovely individual. I'm gonna laugh so hard if the room is...
What are you doing?
I'm playing.
Oh my god, she speaks. Oh, she's not doing drugs like you, Todd.
You think your dad's a lowlife?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Fucking loser?
Yes.
Can't get a job? Take care of his family?
Yes.
Don't you think I tried to make things work?
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
What
Are
did
these
I do? When
rhetorical?
someone comes along, they just fuck it all up. I know what you think of me. You hate me. You hate me, don't you?
Are we projecting?
Say it! You hate me!
That poor child. Holy shit.
What am I doing?
I don't know. You're high.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know I love you, don't you? You know I love you.
No, man. Hell no. You don't accept that. You don't accept that. Apologies without change is nothing. Holy, what's up, Pocket Fate? No, just started. Just started. This. How about pro wrestling? He played. Oh my god. Yeah, he's what is this? Did I miss something? Oh no, I missed something. Oh, because I didn't turn on the TV. I should have turned on the TV. Damn it. Worst streamer ever. I can't accept that message right now, but yeah, he does suck dick. Oh, hello, Jackson Avery. Thank you, mods, whoever did that. Oh, they rich. What was that? No, hold on. What the fudge sticks is that? I'm not gonna lie. This screams Epstein Files house. What is that? What am I looking at? What is that? Alright. Okay. That is a choice. Is that a good choice? I don't know. I've never noticed that. First thing I noticed, babies. Baby chandelier. Panda pants, please. Alright. Jackson Avery, what are we doing? Alright, we're gonna drop this off. Alright. That's the only thing we can do. Now what? Now what do I do? Oh, is there a bird? Carl! Shut up. This bird's name is Carl? Shut up. Take it off, Jackson! Could you, for us, to stop looking at it, you want me to go back? Oh, it's... Android birds is crazy. Why are there fake birds? All right, what am I object? What the? Where do I live? Wake Carl upstairs. Oh, that's not Carl. Okay, that's just birds. No, I don't want to wake Carl yet. I want to walk around this house. This house is fascinating. Oh, there's still icebergs left? Why Russia wants it. Bonus culture. Why bankers pay themselves so much? Is President Warren too close to cyber life? Life found on Titan. Like, wait, one of the moons? To make state visit to NATO. Okay. All right, well, let's read this. This seems fascinating. Dweeb, mwah. Think about the forehead goes. Ah! Also, the birds are Carl. You are also Carl. Shut up. Do I need to read this, guys? I don't want to read. No one taught me how to read. I dropped out of college. All right. Well, I've read everything that I needed to read today. I got my daily pages in. What else is there? Oh, just a life-size giraffe. I also think that's normal. Oh, can't even look at the whole thing. Oh, there it is. What? No, what? No baby chandelier in this room? Ah, weird. Oh, spin. Okay. All right. What? Is that copyright music, Jackson Avery? What else can we do? Alright. Serenade me, Jackson. Okay, so clearly this person is an artist. Clearly. I really don't want to make up Carl. Oh! Oh, we're taken? Oh, okay. Are those fakes? Oh, we're gonna go wake up Carl with a lovely little plator. What? Oh, I can't walk through there? Okay, my bad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's Kara's theme? Oh. Oh, sorry. Door? Door? What? Can I go up this cool staircase? Oh, just kidding. Oh, he's got one of those dope robots. I'm not talking about me. All right, so. Okay, wait. How does one access this? How short do you have to be to ride this ride? Wait, it doesn't even go anywhere. Okay, this person is clearly deranged. Clearly. All right, how does one open this door? Jackson. 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 Please open the. Okay, guys, I broke the game. I don't know how to get out of here. Help. Erudime. Help. 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 Oh, it's decorative stairs. My bad. Oh, can I put this down? Oh, wait. Can I escape through here? Okay, wait, hold on. I can't put this down anywhere. Wait. I can't put it down. Is the game? Did I break the game? All right, chat. Hold on. Am I? Oh, that was scary. All right, hold on. Am I stupid? I can't set this down. He won't move. Dining table. Oh, here? Ah, thank you. See, what would I do without you guys? All right, I gotta get out of here. Oh, now it opens. All right, we gotta get out of here. I'm too scared I'm gonna get stuck again. Oh, sorry. Camera angles change. All right, here we go. Baby chandelier for anyone who missed it. Sorry. I'm surprised they're not boinking each other. Carl. Maybe over here. Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Okay. Hey! Wake up!
Good morning, Carl.
Good morning.
It's 10 a.m. The weather is partly cloudy, 54 degrees, 80% humidity with a strong possibility of afternoon showers.
It sounds like a good day to spend in bed.
I did go to pick up the paint that you ordered.
Oh, yes, I've forgotten. That is the difference between you and me, right, Marcus? You never forget anything.
Show me your arm, please, Carl.
No.
Carl. Thank you.
I just opened my eyes and I'm already gritting my teeth.
Oh, right bumper, sorry.
Humans are such a fragile machine. They break down so quickly.
Not fast
All
enough.
this effort
Freak.
to keep them going. Hey, what happened to your clothes?
Oh, it's nothing. Just some demonstrators in the street, Carl.
What a bunch of idiots. They think they can stop progress by roughing up a few androids? I hope they didn't harm you.
Oh, no, no. They just pushed me around, Carl. I'm fine. Okay. I'll take you to the bathroom now.
Huh. Oh! Oh, wait, what? What? Oh, okay. I was like, do I need to move or? Okay. Jeepers, mister, you're strong. Shut up, all of you. Break it down like a TikTok reel. Okay, Panda Pants. Oi, Jamoy. What's up, John? Carry me like that. Guys, I think we're down bad for Jackson Avery.
Anything special on the agenda today?
Yes, there's the opening of your retrospective at the Museum of Modern Art. The gallery director left 4 messages asking to confirm your attendance.
Oh, I did peep this earlier, the
We'll see about that
stairs writer thing.
Okay.
What else?
Leon Kennedy,
Just your usual
real.
fan mail. I've already answered.
Whoa, it's so fast. Okay, that's actually super scary. I would not want to go down that fast. That was crazy fast.
I can call him if you like.
No. No, don't bother.
Whee! Wait, can I do a 360 with him? Whee! All right. Oh, wait, oh, sorry. Sorry, Carl. Oh, can I go in this way? Probably not, right? Oh, can you fit through that? Sweetie, suck it in. All right, we'll go through the double doors.
I'm starving.
Well, your breakfast is ready. Bacon and eggs, just the way you like them.
Thank you, Marcus.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, Carl. I thought we were gonna push it. Bravo, Bigwood. Oh, sorry. Whoa, when did you make that, Marcus?
Television.
Oh, is it Panda Pants? You spin me right round, baby, right round. Yo, look at them figs.
Why don't you find something to do while I finish my breakfast?
Sure. Okay, Carl.
Find something to do. Oh, I can play the piano. Want to play some lovely music for you, Carl? Carl. Read a book. I already read this morning. Want to read again? Well, that's a Is this a magazine or is this a book? I guess we could read this again. Does that count?
Television off.
Oh!
Mankind is so depressing. Nothing but greed, stupidity, and violence.
Real.
5,000 years of civilization just to get to where we are.
Oh, then it counts as reading a book? Oh. Jackson, go back. Wait, Jackson. Yeah. Wait, Jackson. Keats, Odes, Shakespeare, Plato. Oh. I love me a good Plato. Aged so well. I know, right, Bravo?
What are you reading?
Plato's Republic. It's one of the books you recommended.
So, what do you think?
I quite like philosophy, I think. It asks the questions that I can't answer. You know, what is right or what is wrong, for example. It's not something that is so easy to decide.
Asking questions that have no answers is part of being human, Marcus.
That is so foreshadowing in
One
this
day
game, I
won't be here to
feel.
take care of you anymore. You'll have to protect yourself, make your choices, decide who you are and want to become. This world doesn't like those who are different, Marcus. Don't let anyone tell you who you should be.
I fear I judged Carl too early. Wait, I didn't finish doing stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, I fear I judged him too early, but to be fair, he does have a really weird chandelier. Oh, enjoy your lucky turkey. Grab the chapstick. Yo. What? What do you mean?
Let's see where we left off. Remove the sheet.
How rich is this guy? And is he looking for, I don't know, a friend? Wow. Clean. There. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, he didn't even take his new paints. What the hell? A friend. That too. I was like, was he looking for a friend? No, I don't want to do anything weird. I just want a friend. A friend that he could leave everything to. If you know what I mean. Oh. LB. That's it? Alright, that's what we're looking at. What else do we need to clean? There and there. Alright. Oh. at my big grown age, wouldn't mind being adopted. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Carl, if you're looking for, you know, a child. He's going to town on that ear. He said this. Oh, no, I'm not ready. Wait. Carl, wait. Carl, wait! I'm not done yet! I didn't clean! No, Carl. No, I'm not done. Go back. Work on the ear. You missed a spot. Nah, shh. Worst game ever.
So, what's your verdict, Marcus?
Were my parents home? Oh my god. Oh, I like it. But I...
Yes, there is something about it.
Thank you, Jackson.
Something I can't quite define.
It's called emotions. You don't have those.
I guess I like it.
The truth is, I have nothing left to say anymore. Each day that goes by brings me closer to the end. I'm just an old man clinging to his brushes.
Really? Sue? Oh, God.
But enough about me. Let's see if you have any talent. Give it a try.
You don't have to have talent when you look like Jackson Avery.
Paint? But would I... Painting what?
Anything you want. Give it a try.
It's like lacking an ear or something. Wait, can I finish cleaning up the studio? I want to get that objective done, Carl, please. Find a subject to paint. Paint statue, paint desk. Oh, desk is an option. Can I just paint your painting but better? Sorry, but that's what I wanted. I think he's gonna get mad about it, but I think mine's gonna look better. So I'm pretty excited about this. Did he just frog blink at me?
That is a perfect copy
Yeah.
of reality. But painting is not about replicating the world. It's about interpreting, improving on it, showing something you see.
Carl,
Panda, that would
I
actually be
can
really
do
funny.
That. It's not in my program.
Go on, go. Try it. Grab that canvas.
I think having stick figures would be really funny.
Do something for me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Trust me. Try to imagine something that doesn't exist, something you've never seen. Now concentrate on how it makes you
He is
feel.
AI for rule.
And let your hand drift across the canvas.
Uh-oh, he's malfunctioning. I'm becoming human! Androids, humanity, identity. Despair, doubts, prisoner. Wow, doubts. Interesting. You can open your eyes now, Jackson. What are my doubts gonna look like? Oh! Wow.
God.
Hey, Dad.
I knew it was the child. I knew it. I knew it was the ungrateful rich son.
I didn't hear you come in.
His dad's gonna leave everything to Jackson Avery, and he's gonna try to kill me because you're not gonna be left with a cent after he dies. He's gonna resent me.
You don't look so good.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Shrugged up.
Hey, listen.
Yep,
I
there
need
it
some
is.
Cash, Dad.
There it is.
Again? What happened to the money I just gave you?
Well, it just goes, you know?
It just goes, you know? I, too, like to speak through my teeth like a psychopath.
No, I swear, it's not that.
Don't lie to me, Leo.
What difference does it make? I just need some cash, that's all.
Sorry.
Fresh out.
The answer's no.
What? Why?
You know why.
Yeah, I think I do know why. you'd rather take care of your plastic toy here than your own son, right? Tell me, Dad, what's he got that I don't? Smarter, more obedient, not like me, right? But you know what? This thing is not your son. It's a fucking machine!
Leo, that's enough. Enough.
You don't care about anything except yourself and your goddamn paintings. You've never loved anyone. You never loved me, Dad.
He loves Jackson Avery.
You never loved me.
Oh. I was given everything on a silver spoon. My life is so hard. Shut up. White man tears. People are just horrible. Yeah, well, I mean, it is a great, you know, personification of how this world is, right? So. Wait, I didn't finish what I wanted to do. Oh. I'm not in trouble for cleaning the studio? Or for not cleaning the studio? Okay. Hugh Hefner. Jimmy. No dogs. Is this Connor? Connor, you can't go in there. Oh, I was gonna say because you're not named Jimmy, but also because of the obvious no. Wait, hold on. Owners will be prosecuted? I read that as owners will be, like, deleted. I don't think you're welcome here. Oh, I could scan people? No target detected, target turned away. Oh, so I could target, oh. That's cool. Yo. Business owner, criminal record, none. Oh, okay, so, can I look at him? Oh, I can. Dempsey, Edward Dempsey. Criminal record, none. I want to see everyone's criminal records. Well, you're looking a little lieutenant-y. Derek Myers.
Shit, I thought androids weren't allowed in here.
Listen, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, friend. Oh, it's definitely this guy that I'm right next to. It's definitely this guy, right? Oh, can I not see him? Oh. Ah, I knew it! But I want to keep looking at all these guys, though. Gary Busey! DUI. And we're at a bar. Shocker. Oh, must be my ex. Alright, well, I want to keep scanning. Do you guys mind? Who are you? Domestic abuse? Oh, my ex? Oh my god. This is so funny. Narcotic supplier. Whoa, the first one that's not my ex. Oh, what did you say? Purple? I got you. Sorry. Wait, is it already purple? No, it's blue. Okay. Sorry, trauma. Guys. What am I doing? Lights. Did I just turn the music on? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to turn the music on. Purple. I got a moment. I got a memento. Boop. Perfect. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I'm scanning you. Wait. Forward. Connor! Move! There you go. Chris.
Hey, get out of here.
No. Samuel. Alright. Alright, I'll talk to you now. No! Wait! What? Why does button not button? How I want it to button. That's fine. Oh. Why are you look at yourself? This android is so funny. Can I go in here? This is the ladies' room. Okay, can I leave again? Alright.
Lieutenant Anderson, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife. I looked for you at the station, but nobody knew where you were. They said you were probably having a drink nearby. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar.
What do you want?
You were assigned a case early this evening. A homicide involving a CyberLife android. In accordance with procedure, the company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
Well,
What's up, Moonbud?
Assistance.
Especially not from a plastic asshole like you.
Hey.
Just be a good little robot and get the fuck out of here.
Persist.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but I must insist. My instructions stipulate that I have to accompany you.
You know where you can stick your instructions?
No, I don't. Please explain to me.
Where?
He is autistic coded. What do you mean?
I understand that some people are not.
Oh my god.
comfortable in the
Welcome
presence
back,
of
Peppa Penguin!
I am
But happy
perfectly
Monday.
comfortable. Now back off before I crush you like an empty beer can.
Is that a threat or a promise?
You know what? I'll buy you one for the road. What do you say? Bartender, the same again, please.
Chop chop.
See that, Jim? Wonders of technology. Make it a double.
Yeah, but you're paying for it. Just so you know. I didn't bring my wallet. The cut! I think we're the 4 I can see. I don't know, but his voice is really familiar to me, Bravo.
Did you say homicide?
Oh, does it ruffle your feathers? Are you excited? What was his name again? Lieutenant? First name Lieutenant? This game loves a vibrating controller. Holy. Oh, that is Mr. Krabs! I saw him in Fallout! Thank you.
Whatever you say, Lieutenant.
It is Mr. Krabs. Thank you. Ah, SpongeBob, me boy. Oh, wait, what did that say?
Josh Douglas from Channel 16. Can you confirm that this is a hom?
Sorry, I'm just looking, just scanning. SpongeBob, me
I'm not
boy.
confirming anything.
Said conflicting orders, choosing priority. Oh. So I did bad?
Androids are not permitted beyond this point.
You want to bet?
It's with me.
Thanks, Krabs. Got the secret formula.
Stay in the car, didn't you understand?
Oh, sorry, the game told me to come out.
Instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
I'm gonna touch everything, actually.
We're starting to think you weren't
Cool kid! Mwah, thank you for the 4 I can see.
Until this asshole found me.
Really, Moonbun? Oh, that's so cool.
Yourself an android, huh? Oh, very funny. Just tell me what happened.
We had a call around 8 from the landlord. Tenant had to take his rent.
What is that? What is that? Wait, hold on. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? Look. It's like looking at me.
So he thought he'd drop by, see
that.
what was going on. That's when he found the body.
Oh, I can't wait to touch everything. What does it say? Carlos Ortiz?
Well, it was even worse before we opened the windows. The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz.
Bitch, I already knew.
He has a record for theft and aggravated assault. According to the neighbors, he was kind of a loner. Stayed inside most of the time. They hardly ever saw him.
Well, state he's in. Wasn't worth calling everybody out
In the vehicle at all times.
Could have waited till morning.
I'd say he's been there for a good 3 weeks. We'll know more when the coroner gets here. There's a kitchen knife over here. Probably the murder weapon.
Any sign of a break-in?
Nope. The landlord said the front door was locked from the inside. All the windows were boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
What do we know about his android?
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it wasn't here when we arrived. I gotta get some air.
Girl,
Make
same.
yourself at home. I'll be outside if you need me.
10 evidences? No, you can't touch anything. Android involvement? Question mark? No, you're not supposed to touch. You gotta stop putting things in your mouth, Connor.
Oh, Jesus, what the hell are you doing?
I'm analyzing the blood. I can check samples in real time. I'm sorry. I should have warned you.
Okay, just don't put any more evidence in your mouth. You got it?
Got it.
I want to make a joke right now, but we're still in our sponsor stream. Oh my god. Ortiz, Carlos, sample date, 19 days. Thanks, Connor.
Hello.
Are those drugs? Red ice. Oh, that sounds drugular. Yeah, there it is.
I'm making the damn thing.
There it is. Alright, what else we got? What else we got? Alright, is there anything else over here? Okay. Let's walk this way.
No human
Walk this way. Dried blood. Okay. Drugs indeed. Wink, wink.
Chris, was this written in the victim's blood?
I would say so. We're taking samples for analysis.
Oh, here we go. Ooh, eating club. There better not be a body in there. Okay. Oh, I don't have sound alerts. I'm so sorry. Wait, what did you do? You played Stop Licking the Damn Thing. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I can't hear sound alerts during my gunner segments. Oh man. Oh man. Yo, welcome in, Raiders. So hi, Barbaven. Everyone say hi, Barbaven. Say hi, thanks, Internet. Welcome in. Guys, we're doing my very first, what's it called? Detroit Become Human playthrough. Welcome in, Squace. I hope I said that right. Rhyme. It Mittens, Deck Shard. Hi, 3 raccoons. Yo, welcome in, everybody, 3 raccoons. Mwah! They go to forehead kissy. Think of the show for thanks, Internet. Thanks, Internet. How was yours to read? Net said we couldn't piss on your floor. Why are we taking away your fun? Stop licking evidence. Licks dead dude instead. I'm just analyzing the data. Hello, Squace. Welcome in. Hi, everybody. This is your favorite game. I've never played this game before. I've never even seen gameplay of it before. The only thing I know is that Neil Newbon's in here, and apparently Jackson Avery as well. So we've done our first Kara segment. We did our first Jackson Avery segment, and now we're doing our first Connor segment. That's not the tutorial. But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. Oh my god, everyone go follow. Thanks, Internet. Also, Internet, please go get your post-stream self-care. Get your post-stream stretchies, bathroom breaks, namis, and fevies. Go eco, pico, fugo, stretch your drink. Thank you so much for the follow. I do have anonymous follows on, but I see you, and I appreciate you. Welcome in. What is my dog doing? What's the dog doing? Also, I do have 3 cats and 2 dogs. There's 50% of my dog population right there. And I don't know where my cats are, but you know, they're around. This man did so much red ice. The other cat look at the Connor like he's seen way too many things now. So red ice is drugs. Interesting. Oh, please get your post-stream self-care. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, Rod Raven, I saw you come in. I hope you're doing amazing. But yeah, we are currently doing my very first playthrough ever. I have no clue what I'm doing, although I did save the fish from the beginning. Apparently that was important. And I shot, who did I shoot? What was his name? Daniel? I shot Daniel, and apparently that made everyone go agog and aghast, so
Chris, I want
my bad. Oh, that guy out there scared me.
This is on the narcotics.
Yeah. Whoops.
Consider it done, Lieutenant.
Dried blood. Oh yeah, and there's a freaky chandelier. Yeah, Carl owns a freaky naked baby chandelier, which I'm still concerned about. Ashley! Mwah, think of the forehead kiss. This game is very good. I'm very much enjoying this game so far. Oh, footsteps. Oh wow. Less than 60 minutes ago?
From the inside. Killer must have gone out this way.
Mwah, think of the forehead kiss. 111 kisses?
Size 10 shoes.
Well, this happened weeks ago. Tracks could have faded.
No. This type of soil would retain a trace.
Mondays, am I right?
Nobody's been out here for a long time.
I've never played this game, Beth. Never seen any gameplay. I'm completely blind. Also, shout out to Mr. Krabs. We got Mr. Krabs joining us for this,
Taking samples there? Yeah.
This, playthrough. Hello. Let me look at it. Yes. Why is this guy bleeding everywhere? Was it really? I also had a very good day. Besides, you know, I was not, oh, sense of a struggle. I was not late to school, but I actually had a good day there. Android sex officially better. Sorry, ladies, but plastic can't be beat. What did she say? I need to read more on this. Android sex officially better. The result of our survey is in, and it's official. 68% of men prefer sex with an android to a real woman. And with, I want to make so many jokes right now, but I can't because we're in a sponsor stream right now. And with 52% of men saying that they've tried the experience at least once, and that's a lot of android love to go around. There were a few reasons given for this preference, but we think we know the real reason. Androids don't want to talk about their feelings afterwards. This story was sponsored by Eden Club. Discretion is our middle name. Yikes. Is your android spying on you? CyberLife could be using its androids to collect private information. More and more experts are suggesting that CyberLife uses its 120 million androids to record details of private conversations of its customers and sell them to trading partners. Ever talked about buying that new car while eating dinner with your partner? CyberLife could use the information for targeted advertising. The information goldmine doesn't stop there. Everything from personal indiscretions to political affiliations could easily be extracted and potentially used for nefarious purposes. The spate of reports. What does spate mean? The spate of reports linking Warren's presidency to CyberLife only deepens such concerns. Several consumer rights organizations have requested that CyberLife disclose the information it gathers and who it sells that information to, but the company has always refused. Requests for formal inquiry have gone unanswered. So far. Well. Oh, thank you so much for the follows! Guys, welcome in. I do have anonymous follows on, but I see all the follows and I do appreciate you. Welcome in. This is my first playthrough, so I have no clue what's happening. All I know is that, oh, I already read that. Connor! I read that, put it down. I have no clue what's happening, but you know what, it's all right. We're here for a good time, not a long time. No, I already read that. Do you want me to read that again? Did I not read it enough? Missing knife! Metal baseball bat. Fingerprints. Theft and aggravated assault. Well. Traces of therium. Deviant took a knife. Oh, wow. Deviant was attacked. Emotional shock. Wow. It's so cool! Yo, True Shinobi! Mwah! Thank you for the forehead kiss, dude. Wait, who's Todd? Oh, enjoy your lurky turkey! I hope you feel okay, Shinobi. Oh, my thing did it again. I gotta figure out why my keyboard swaps pages. I need it to stay in my stream deck. Okay. I think I saw everything. Oh, does he have naked ladies on his refrigerator?
What's keeping the car? You should have been there half.
Oh, I need to examine the victim. Oh, I need to examine the victim. Okay, wait, why did this not register as being done? Patch, I think you may have spoiled something. Because I didn't have that option. So I think you're a little bit ahead of me. Okay, well, that's not letting me register that I did that, so, whoops. Alright, I'm gonna walk through this evidence if you don't mind.
Come on, guys, get a move on.
And I'm gonna examine the body. Yeah, Patch. We're like 10 seconds in the game! What do you mean? What do you mean, oops? Like, what do you mean? Oops. started game. Oh, wow, he's on drugs to the shock of nobody. We're 10 seconds into the game! Wait, hold on. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Alright, guys, we're gonna end our Gunner segment, which means you guys can all say, bye, Gunner! And then that means I can turn my audio on. But everyone say, Gunner Optics, thank you so much for sponsoring this stream. Guys, don't forget that you guys can get 20% off prescription glasses right now, and you can get your mystery boxes. The mystery boxes are while supplies last, and the 20% off prescription is until April 1st, allegedly. So, Gunner, thank you so much for sponsoring the stream. We'll see you next Monday. I am still streaming, so if you guys want to come to twitch.tv/PixelxKitten, I'm still going to keep streaming, but we're going to end our Gunner segment. So everyone say, bye, Gunner! We love you! Bum, 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 ba-da. And then let me change my title really quickly. Bullet in your head. Bam, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Default? Apply. Okay. Alright, I think I can hear alerts again. Also, Jordan! Mwah, thank you for the forehead kiss. You got your hoodie, no way! Oh my god, do you love it? Does it smell weird? All my new clothes always smells weird. Oh, Pat, you're good. You're totally good. You're totally good. I'm telling you, the Korean Fortune reality competition, I watched more like, oh, really? Wait, what was the name again? Battle of Fates? Gotcha. I'm not gonna remember that. I'm gonna ask it again. Now that I'm done splattering myself in broth and bacon grease and hot sauce, I can wear it. Oh, so just a regular Monday evening for you, eh? It does have that frosty print. Yeah, I got some new shirts from the Pokemon Center that I gotta put in the washing machine. Sorry, I gotta burp. Dance. All right, back to the game. Post-it note. 5'6", weight 286, estimated time of death 11:30. Ew, look at his fingernails. Oh, he's so dead. Oh, he's like really dead. Oi, Jamoy. Reconstruct. Oh, ew. Oh, he tripped? Victim fell here. What an idiot. Victim was stabbed. Oh, sorry. Huh? Why can't I analyze this? Oh! Sorry. I forgot I can move the camera. Sorry. They came from the kitchen. Yikes.
He was stabbed 28 times.
Yeah. Seems like the killer really had it in for him.
Regular letters, font Cyberlife sans. Okay. I still have 9 out of 10 evidences because it's not gonna register this stupid book. What am I doing wrong with this book? Oh, hold on. Is it still the book? What am I missing? Oh. No, it's still telling me about the book. What do I need to do with the book? What am I missing here? I don't know. Obsessive writing. Oh, it's like a shrine? What is this? Religious offering? He didn't really look like the like religious zealot. What's up, Irish Queen? Oh, was that it? Did I do it? Oh, I am the best detective ever. So heck you, book. Alright, can I talk to you now? I'm ready.
Lieutenant, I think I figured out what happened.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, Mr. Krabs, I did.
Shoot, I'm all ears.
It all started...
Dane goes, mwah, they go with the forehead kiss. Oh, wait! Well, it says it all started. I'm gonna say in the kitchen because it started in the kitchen. There's no way to say that it started in the bathroom, but there just happens to be stuff in the bathroom.
In the kitchen.
Oh God! Shut up with the DVD reference.
There are obvious signs of a struggle. The question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android...
With the bat.
With the bat.
No way I actually have to pay
Lines up with
attention
the
to this
evidence.
game.
Go on.
I gotta read, hold on. The android stabbed the victim stabbed the android threw the chair.
The android threw the chair.
No, that can't be right. It doesn't fit the evidence.
Sorry, I don't know. I don't remember. I was not paying attention. I got raided. The victim stabbed the android. The android stabbed the victim. Okay, we'll go with
the
that.
The android stabbed the victim.
We'll play. This is Detroit Become
the
Human.
The android was trying to defend itself, right? Okay, then what happened?
The victim fled to...
the living room, right?
The living
Sorry,
room.
I'm gonna be pausing this. Oh, he threw the chair. Okay. It's a lot of stab, brothers. Yeesh. Okay, do we have to see this?
And he tried to get away from the android. Alright, that makes sense.
The android murdered the victim.
Without a weapon.
With the knife.
Obviously.
Okay.
Even I wasn't even paying
Your
attention.
theory's not totally ridiculous, but it doesn't tell us where the android went.
It was damaged by the bat and lost some therium.
Lost some what?
Therium. You call it blue blood.
Blue blood.
It's the fluid that powers androids' biocomponents. It evaporates after a few hours
Hank,
and
right?
becomes invisible to the naked eye.
Oh, but I bet you can still see it, can't you?
Duh.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm assuming it's gonna be in the wind. Oh, there it is. Never mind. Follow the snail trail of blue blood. There we go. Oh, can I go out here? Oh, what's that? What's that? There we go. Yeah, this is Detroit Become Human. A ladder was used. Oh. I've never played it before. Lick it! I gotta lick it! Wow. Why is the music so dramatic right now? Find something to climb. Okay, but he did blue blood all over here, which is interesting. Well, aren't there like 50 chairs in here? Can I like use one of these chairs? Thank you.
Hey, what are you doing with that chair?
I need it.
I'm going to check something.
I love Connor's voice. He's got a lovely voice.
Check something.
Yeah, it's so dramatic. I don't think I would have been scared if it wasn't for Connor jumping back. What if he's still up here? Girl, are you armed? Guys, I'm scared. Alright, is that my shadow? That looks like a people. Why is this moving so dramatic? Ah! I hate this game. I hate this game. This game's ass. Whoa. Wait, really? Oh, I can't wait to find out what it is. I love a slutty little verbal stem. Ah! Ah! That was scary. Are you okay?
I was just defending myself. He was gonna kill me. I'm begging you. Don't tell him.
Connor, what the fuck is going on up there?
It's here, Lieutenant!
I didn't even get the choice?
Chris, Ben, get your asses in here now! Come on!
I didn't even get the choice. Wait. 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 Check shower? I missed something. I missed something right at the beginning. Oh, man. Guys, this game sucks. Would you want to let him go? I would have to have had the option to. I want my options. Whoa, 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 whoa! Welcome in, Raiders! What's up, Harrys? Yo, welcome in, Raiders! Happy Monday, everybody. What's up, Ghost Dog? Hi, Stolen. What's up? Is it Cooney Machi? Oh my god, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced anybody's name. Welcome in, Cooney. Hi, Mrs. Purple Pickle. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome to my very first playthrough of Detroit Become Human. What's up, OG Mousy? What's up, Mad Viking King? Happy Monday. Guys, thank you so much for all the follows. I do have anonymous follows on, but I see you, and I appreciate you. Welcome, man. Welcome, welcome. Yo, how was your sticks? Blades of Greed. How was your stream, everybody? Yep, yep. Welcome in. We are currently playing Detroit Become Human for the first time. I've never played it before, and I've never seen any gameplay of it before, so I'm going in completely naked. Ladies! Speaking of ladies, happy International Women's Month. Welcome in, everybody! My name is PixelxKitten. I play a lot of video games poorly, and I stream on the internet. I have 3 cats and 2 dogs, and I have anxiety, ADHD, and autism. Always a good day whenever I hang out with my peeps. Hell yeah, brother! Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Guys, everybody go follow Aries. Aries, please go get your post-stream self-care. Get your post-stream stretchies, bathroom breaks, namis, and bevies. Go eat, go pee, go poo, go stretch, go drink. Welcome in, Raiders. Guys, we didn't do a raid trailer after Thanks Internet raided me. I'm the worst streamer ever. Who is naked? Who isn't naked? Hopefully Jackson Avery. What? Anywho, welcome in. Guys, I'm going to play a raid trailer. Please go take care of yourselves, though. Please get your post-stream self-care. Go eat, go pee, go poo, go stretch, go drink. I'm going to go play... It is a giant Sprigalatito. I also have a giant Gengar, a giant Eevee, and then somewhere over there is a giant Dragonite, and I also have a 5'7" tall Meowth. Gigantamax Meowth, actually. Yes, please go Sleepy! Thank you so much. Pixel said, you said best streamer ever wrong. Guys, everyone go follow the best streamer ever wrong. Wrong. Right now. What? I got him from Target. Also, Target also had a Mimikyu last I saw, too. Yeah, that's the one, Eclipse! Cheeky! Cheeky. Mwah. Think of the forehead kiss, too. I got him all from Target. Also, I just got a sleeping Totodile recently too. Target, yeah. Target's got them all. They're $49 each, but if you space out how often you get them, they're a lot cheaper when you space out how often you get them. Yeah, those are $49 or $39. No, they're either $39 or $49, and then the sleeping ones are either $29 or $39. I can't remember. One at a time, yeah. This one was as a gift. These ones, the Gengar and the Eevee and the Dragonite, I bought separately. Way to Sleep with Pikachu. I don't have that one. I have a Sleeping Eevee that I bought last year, and I just bought earlier this week Sleeping Totodile. Yeah, there's some good ones. I just took a picture. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I just took a picture, and I meant to post it in the Discord, and then I got depressed and I forgot. But they have some more plushies. I think I saw like a giant Psyduck or something. Hold on. When was I at Target? Oh. Here's a picture of my dog, Boo, with my Dragonite. There's the giant Dragonite. So that's what that one looks like. Oh, here we go. So they have, this was just at Target a couple days ago. They have a Gengar, a Fuecoco, a Quaxley, and a Sprigalalito. Oh, thanks, Harris! I birthed them myself. So, yeah, that was as of, like, a couple days ago. And then here's the sleeping Totodile that I got. That Boo was trying to eat. I'm done with my after-stream self-care. Face masks and ice cream? Okay, but the most important question is, what flavor ice cream did we get, Quinny? That is the most important question. Classic Boo. He wants all the plushies. He wants them all for himself. Yeah, this Boo doing a hack and eat. You sleepy? Are you sleepy? Okay. Guys, I'm gonna play a raid trailer. Mint chocolate chip with oh my god, chocolate shell. Get in and around my mouth. Yo, I love that stuff so much. Yeah, I'll play number 2, because we did number 5 and number 4. So, I'm gonna play a raid trailer. I will be right back. This game just seems like just a bunch of cheap jump scares. What in the M. Night Shyamalan signs is this?
She had seen during her time with the
Boobies!
cult.
Honkin' tibbies! Those are knockers! I actually kind of want to stay in the screen again. God, is that the hatch right there? Yo, speedrun. Because I might have a big butt, but I got a small brain.
Okay, crawl.
I love your titsy stuff. Thanks. Thanks for for the raid, guys. I'm glad you guys like that one. It's also Raw Raven's favorite. Guys, please get your post-stream self-care. I'm gonna get back into the game. What am I playing? Detroit Become Human. The speedrun jump scare. I was so convinced I was gonna speedrun the rest of that game, and the game said no. Is the Bob Ross one? That was my favorite too. Good song. I was thinking that too. We're all in the same brain. Marshmallow. Thank you for the forehead kiss. But yeah, this is my first time playing Detroit Become Human. I've never played it before. I've never seen any gameplay of it, so I'm going in completely naked. And we're still quite in the beginning of it. Oh, the child bonking, yeah.
Todd?
What game was that? That one game. Where are my drugs? There they are.
Dinner is ready.
He has his dinner right there, idiot. Oh, really? Wait, what's on the website right now, Aries? Ah, what's up, Lily? Hi, Lily. I've never played this before. Yo, is that spaghetti? Oh my god, Lily. Mwah, thank you for the 4 kissy. What's up, Japan? Japan, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Yo, don't make him feel bad about it. Enjoy your Chef Boyardee. You want to put some light on? Okay. This game gets me, man. Oh. just a casual streaking. Serve Alice and Todd. What?
Life's funny.
Also, Japan. Mwah. Thank you for the 4 kissy.
Because of androids.
Oh.
And I need somebody to take care of this goddamn house. What do? Go out and hire a fucking android.
Funny, innit?
Of course, androids are so... Stop moving around! For Christ's sake, you're making me nervous!
Okay. Sorry, Todd. I will stand right here.
What's your fucking problem?
Oh, he's tweaking.
Not the life you dreamed of, eh?
See, this is why we don't listen to men when they apologize. When they apologize after lashing out. Because they never change! Sorry. Sorry, I'm projecting. I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. Mwah. Thank you for the 4 kissy.
Maybe you think this is easy.
Magic car.
Maybe you think it's my fault we live in this fucking shithole. My fault your fucking mother took off. You should stop taking drugs, Todd. Sometimes you really scare me, Todd. Fucking bitch took off.
So he's self-aware.
Fucking whore walked out on me for a fucking accountant.
You're Chef Boyardee!
Daddy, no.
It's all your fucking fault. Get back here. Come back here. Come back here right now! Yes! It's her fault. I know it's her fault. You stay there. Don't you dare fucking move, or I'll bust you worse than last time. Took off without a word.
Guys, I want to move around. I want to move. Also, Aries. Thank you for the forehead kissy. Why won't the kid eat her Chef Boyardee? Well, it's on the floor now. Eclipsed. What's up, Iva? Iva, I hope you had a breast time coming back to streaming today. I was watching you. I hope you're doing so good, Iva. Thank you for the forehead kiss. Wait, guys, should I move around? I truly want to move around and be like a... You know, I want to move. The return of Blue's Clues. What's up, Fly? Oi, Jamoy. Smoochy woochies. Do it. I kind of want to do it. What if I, like, moved around? Ooh! Oh! 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 disobeying him? Well, my obedient little submissive self is like, I won't move, don't worry. But then the brat in me. Hold on, I know one way. Hold on, I know how we're gonna test this. Hold on. All right, there he goes. I was gonna do 50% or higher. I was gonna move. Less than 50%, I wasn't gonna move. Felt ignorant. Thank you for the forehead kiss. All right, so I guess we're moving because I'm 88% brat. Resume. Oh no, move. Yeah, move. Break those chains, Kara, break those chains, break the chains that bind you. I love this. Wow, look at her go. You're free. You're free, Kara! You never have to listen ever again! Oh, protect Alice. Good girl. Reason with Todd. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah. No spoilers. But... There's so many options. I don't think this man can be reasoned with. I truly don't think he can be reasoned with. Oh, I'm gonna protect her. We gotta put her out the window, right? We're gonna have her go out the window? Yeah. Lock it. Okay. Hello, child. I am here to help you.
He's coming. He's gonna hurt me. Run! Get away, or he's gonna break you like last time.
That's okay. I could be rebuilt. Locker room. Like, let me build like a little bit more time. Oh my god, I have a countdown. All right, this game, I already hate this game. All right, let's go. Let's run. Let's run, child. That's right. We can run. We can still run, right? We can still run.
Find something.
Find something to defend yourself. Find a way to escape. 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 Escape.
No, Car. We'll fall.
It's the only way. Hurry. Come
on.
on.
Oh, please don't. Oh, child, if you fall, I won't forgive myself.
Kara!
Fuck.
Back here right now!
I'm not gonna send this child out on her own, raining in the middle of the night. No, we're gonna go together. And as far as anyone else is concerned, she is my owner. Alright, child. Calm down. To the bus! To the bus! Oh, don't hit me! Okay. No way! Watch the bus stop like 2 feet away, though. That'd be so funny. Hi, best friend. Hello, child. Oh my god, I thought she was gonna shoo her hand off. I was gonna be like, no, hold the hand. Hold her hand. I thought she was gonna be like... That would be me IRL, but I'm cosplaying as Kara right now, and Kara's gonna hold the child's hand. Oh my god, Alice and Emily. That would be a good family. Holy. Okay. Oh my god. Look. Look. Oh. Oh, break programming. Oh my god. So I imagine this is if I was like a good submissive little girl. If I stayed, becomes deviant. And this is confront what's his face. And this was go upstairs. Get to Alice before Todd. Oh, if I like, okay. Wow. Wow. Way out seen in a new home. What? Oh, I unlocked something. Okay. Okay. So, lock the door. This is if I didn't. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And these all like, wow, look at all these different endings. Whoa, look at all these different endings. This is crazy. Emily is from Resident Evil 9. Wow. That's cool. That's very cool. A bajillion and 6. So many. Oh my god. This is crazy. I think I'm happy with that ending.
That was by far the most boring party I've been to in the last 25 years. Every time I go to one of these, I ask myself, what the hell am I doing here? I hate cocktail parties.
I hate cock.
Schmoozers that go there.
Well, it's a chance for all those people who admire your work to meet you.
Oh, do you guys want to look at the baby chandelier?
No one gives a damn about art. All they care about is how much money they're gonna make out of it.
You guys want to
let's
see?
have
Oh,
a drink.
damn! I was gonna look up to look at the baby baby chandelier. In case you guys missed it, here's the naked baby chandelier that Carl probably made because he's a fucking freak. The Harper Avery Foundation, yes sir. Wait, where are we going, Carl? Repair Carl's evening. Take room to living Carl. Okay.
Scotch? Neat as usual?
Absolutely.
Okay, but you know what your doctor would say.
Yeah, well, he can kiss my ass. I'm old enough to choose my own medication.
He is Dr. Jackson Avery! So his name is Marcus, but I keep calling him Jackson. So if you guys get confused, this is canonically Jackson Avery. Oh, you fixed your shirt, Jackson.
Did you leave the light on in the studio?
No, your child is in there, and your child is coming to kill you. But you left everything to me, Jackson Avery, in your will.
Detroit Police, what's your emergency?
This is Carl Manfred's android at 8941 Lafayette Avenue. We've just returned home and found the lights on. There may have been a break-in.
A patrol car is on the way.
Let's go check it out.
Girly Pop, you're like 80, and I am an android. What if I don't check it out? Sir, wait, you didn't drink your scotch. Do you want your scotch first? Oh, man. Can I go without you? I'm gonna go without you. I'm not gonna...
No, I'm gonna come with you.
I know you want to come with me, but you're also like 90 years old. I don't want to take you with. No, I'm not taking you with. No. Okay, Jackson, look around.
Leo.
Oh, look who's here.
Sorry, I don't want to.
Plastic toy.
I don't want to endanger my father. Oh, sorry. He came in anyway. Damn it.
You refused to help me, so I'm helping myself.
What's up,
It's
Patorni?
crazy what some people pay for this shit.
Don't touch them.
Look, they're all gonna be mine sooner or later anyway. Just think of it as a down payment on my inheritance.
Marcus, get him away from there. Get him out of here.
Oh, I'll take care of him. Make Leo leave. Warn.
Look, I've already called the police. You should go now before you get yourself into more trouble.
All you ever do is tell me to go away. What's wrong, Dad? Not good enough for you? Not perfect.
Oh, I don't know,
like this
Raven.
fucking
I
thing?
have no idea.
That's enough. Get out right now.
What makes it so special anyway, huh? What's it got that I don't?
Leave him alone.
See, this is why I try to protect you.
Let's see what you got.
Marcus, don't defend yourself. You hear me? Don't do anything.
Go ahead, hit me. What you waiting for? Think you're a man? Act like one.
Stop it.
What's the matter? Too much of a pussy?
Stop it, Leo. Stop it.
Too scared to fight back, you fucking bitch.
Oh, I have to? Do I have to do this? I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. Jackson Avery, you're better than this! Don't choose violence! I don't want to do it. Oh, bye, Irish! Irish, enjoy the rest of your lunch break! You want to say bye? Ever say bye, Irish Queen? I don't want to. I don't want to. No. No. Because the cops are already coming and I want to have to run away from Carl. I hate that I don't get a choice. It's stupid. This game is stupid. This game's all about choices when it's too linear. Alright, well now... Alright, well now that I'm gonna defend myself, I'm gonna kill him. I won't kill him.
Leave him alone.
I'm gonna destroy
I won't kill him, but...
Me and my dad I'm gonna tear you apart, and nobody's gonna give a shit. Because you're nothing.
Endure.
You hear me? You're nothing.
Also, hi, Adri. It's okay. Jackson, you can't feel anything. You're an android. Oh. Okay, he died thinking I listened to him. So now I could kick his ass.
Oh, Carl.
Right.
Humans. Fragile machines.
Carl, don't leave, okay? Please don't go. Don't leave.
They gave
Remember,
androids
Marcus.
tear ducts?
Don't let anybody tell you who you are.
No. No. Dad. No. Please.
This is all your fault. This never would have happened if it weren't for you.
See, I'm glad it didn't hit him because the cop's already here. Father, help!
The android. It was the android.
What? Fuck you. Oh! I think it would have been worse if I had hit him. What happened? What do you mean Leo accused Marcus? Like we were gonna be best friends with Leo or something, or... No, I don't think I could have done that better. What's up, Devil? Devil! Mwah. Think of a forehead,
Why'd you kill him?
Oh, Mr. Krabs is back.
What happened before you took that knife?
Who the fuck is this guy? No, you devil.
How long were you in the attic?
We love Mr. Krabs.
Why didn't you even try to run away?
Where is the secret formula? Oh wait, this mic did.
Say something, goddammit! Fuck it, I'm out of here.
Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
We're wasting our time interrogating a machine. We'll get nothing out of it.
Let me have a crack at him.
Always try roughing it up a little. After all, it's not human.
Androids don't feel pain. You would only damage it, and that wouldn't make it talk.
Yeah, idiot.
Deviants also have a tendency to self-destruct.
No! Self-destruct?
Okay, smartass. What should we do then?
I could try questioning it.
What do we have to lose? Go ahead. Suspect's all yours.
Lock in? What do you mean lock in? Can I beat up this Leon S. Kennedy wannabe looking ass? Yo, what's up, swole nerd? Ah! Think of the forehead kiss. Ah! Guys, when do I become human? Shut up. Dingo's not both of us making a joke at the same time. Mine was funnier, right, chat? Alright. Thing. Person. What is on your arms? Oh. This game is so good, I've never played it before. You can't answer that, damn it! Yours is funnier? Good girl. Interrogate. Analyze. Let's see how much you love anal. Signs of software instability. Probability of self-destruction low. For now, until I ruin it. Why can't I move? Okay, there we go. Housekeeper. Okay. Oh, you got your blood. He's got his blood on him. Alright, this is where the bat hit him, I assume. Non-critical damage level 2 caused by baseball bat. Oh! Oh, that's fucked up. Repeated marking over 16 months caused by cigarettes. That's fucked up. Oh, really? Small nerd? Oh, God. I thought what we had was special. Peon. Oh, what happened? Wait, what happened? Wounds. Are you okay, child?
You're damaged.
Yeah.
Did your owner do that?
Wait, did the stress go down or up? I wasn't listening.
My name is Connor. What about
Probably
you?
should have opened up with the name, my bad.
What's your name?
Oh. Yay. No self-destruct, yay. Reassure.
I'm not going to hurt you. I just need to ask you some questions.
Reach minimal stress.
So
Oh,
we
okay,
can
thank you. I don't know how to
understand what
read, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, so I need him to get more stressed?
If you won't talk, I'm going to have to probe your memory.
No, please don't do that.
Yes, okay, so I need to get in that bar. Okay. Saphira literally kissed me on the mouth.
What are they gonna do to me?
I don't know. Do you want me to lie to you?
They're gonna destroy me, aren't they?
Can I save Scum in this? Guys, can I save Scum? I want to save Scum. I want to tell him the truth. Life unity! Mwah, thank you for the forehead kiss. See, I want to tell him the truth, but I don't know what the truth is. I don't know what the truth is! The truth is, you know what? I'm going to infer that the truth is that he is going to get destroyed. Trust your instincts? Well, my instincts say truth, so I'm going to go with truth.
They're going to disassemble you to look for problems in your biocomponents. They have no choice if they want to understand what happened.
Really,
Why did you tell them you found me?
I don't know. I had no other option.
Why couldn't you just have left me
The game didn't give me another option.
I was programmed to hunt deviants like you. I just accomplished my mission.
I don't want to die.
Why did that post twice?
Then talk to me.
I can't.
I don't like choices. Pressure it, probe its memory, convince it. Convince it. Understanding.
I understand how you felt. You were overcome by anger and frustration. No one can blame you for what—
Damn it! I'm being too nice.
Okay then, don't talk. What do I
Damn.
care after all?
I'm being too nice.
I'm not the one accused of murder, right? If you remain silent, there's nothing I can do to help you. They're gonna shut you down for good.
Come on.
You'll be dead.
Yeah!
Do you hear me?
Dead!
Dead.
Now what do I do?
He tortured me every day.
Oh.
I did whatever he told me, but there was always something wrong.
So my ex? I'm joking.
He took a bat and started hitting me.
Oh, sorry guys, sorry.
For the first time, I felt scared. Scared he might destroy me. Scared I might die.
Would you say that these androids are becoming human?
Grabbed a knife and I stabbed him in the stomach.
I stabbed him in the stomach 28 times. He had it coming. He had it coming. He had it coming all along.
And again. Until he collapsed.
I didn't do it. But if I done it.
There was blood everywhere.
They're all Detroit. Ooh, what do I do? What does this mean? I don't know what any of this means. Writing. Statuette. Oh.
The sculpture in the bathroom. You made it, right?
Oh, that means I can't
What
ask
does it
about it. Okay.
represent?
It's an offering. An offering so I'll be saved.
To who? For what? Offering?
The sculpture was an offering. An offering to whom?
Yeah, I want to focus more on that.
Arena.